All right, good morning. Getting ready to start the show. Give me a second. Start a little early today. A lot of shit to cover. A lot of shit to cover. Jesus, nothing like bad news to get every goddamn media outlet in this country to go live at the same time. On radio, TV, can't escape it, of course. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We'll talk about it. Talk about it. A lot of things to talk about. Got to talk about, got to find out who the pilot was, right? A lot of things to talk about. Let me just get situated. Let me light up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Waking up at Ruckus. I'm assuming that the alerts are going out, so I like to see that. I think we finally, after such a long time, figured out, got everything synced up with YouTube. Numbers going up, alerts going out, shit is going right. Rob Lowe, good morning to you. Blue Label Media, good morning. Cliff Bravo, welcome to the room. Salute, good morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Back to that Monday grind. I'm juicing right now. Hold on. Get everything ready real quick. A lot of shit to talk about. Hold on 1 second. Right. Need images. Oh, that's good. Let's send that to the screen like that one. Right. Hold on. Oh shit, 707. What's going on, Cali, man? Talk to us. Let us know the mood. Hold on. Done. Salute, good morning. Hey, Brooks. It's popping. Dun dun. Really? Okay. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Let me get centered up with this. I like things to be centered. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Do, do, do. See how this sound. Sounding good? Yeah, we sounding good. All right. Boom. Yeah, we are like the kind of wake and bake team. Mac J will be calling in a little bit. Brooks is going to be doing an early entertainment report, but we do have a lot to talk about. Of course, the world lost a great legend basketball player, Kobe Bryant. All right. First, let me just say what needs to be said out of respect, and then we'll talk about reality. All right. And I think what I want to say, the the psychology of fame. Okay. I'm not one of those sycophants. Never been. When I was a kid, maybe. As a grown man, it's a different story for me. I'm in reality. But let's start off by saying what a tragic way to lose your life. I think what even hurts me more than Kobe Bryant losing his life is the fact that his daughter lost her life. A 13-year-old girl lost her life yesterday in a helicopter crash, which nobody in the media is really talking about the tragedy of this girl losing her life. But of course, everything is about Kobe, no problem. 41 years old, a very young age to pass away, yes. A tragic way to pass away, yes. What we have to talk about, and of course, in days that will come, of course, questions that I have. First of all, I don't know if you guys are, fully aware of everything that's going on. I may not be fully aware of everything that's going on, but from what I understand, the LAPD had grounded all their choppers yesterday because of extremely dense fog. So you have to ask yourself, why would the pilot take off knowing that there was a fog alert? That's one thing. We got to find out all the background about the pilot. Who was the pilot? Of course, they're going to do their post-accident investigation, try to find out what went wrong. According to eyewitnesses, the helicopter was really low. It was struggling. Boom, crashed into a mountain, instantaneous death. Okay? Now, let me go into the room. Laura Reds, good morning. Crash is suspect, says Rob Lowe. We're going to get into that. A lot of weird things. John Paul Selton sent me a video this morning. He goes, go to the 32-minute mark. I go to the 32-minute mark. We'll talk about what I was listening to at the 32-minute mark. Scotty Beeman, salute to you. Rob Lowe says misdirection. Well, a lot of things are going on right now. The Grammys were going on in the Staples Centers where Kobe Bryant played, right? That's first of all. Second of all, we have the impeachment going on. We have the coronavirus going on. Which one is to distract which one? I don't know. That's what conspiracy theorists are talking about. We'll get to that. Scotty Beeman, always good to see you. Laura Reds, good morning. What's popping? Jay Cachet, the pilot made a left and ran out of room when he tried to elevate above the mountain. Yeah, made a left, made a right, tried above the mountain. You know, it is what it is. Obviously, he couldn't get above. But again, if the LAPD choppers are grounded, why are you flying? Again, and I have a lot of questions because, of course, I have to mix my personal beliefs in all this shit. First of all, I don't trust helicopters, never did, so I wouldn't get on one. Second of all, I would never put my child on a fucking helicopter. I don't care if it sounds crazy to you guys or not. Some people have weird beliefs. I don't fuck with helicopters. They're fucking scary, bro. It's a fucking tin can in the air flying. Get the fuck out. You know, too much, right? All the above is a distraction, right? So, and here I was thinking that the impeachment trial was the distraction, right? That's what I thought the distraction was. Because we know he's not going to get impeached, so why are we doing this trial, right? The Republicans run the Senate. The guy who's running the shit over it's practically, he said, okay, not guilty, now let's take it to the trial, right? Jay goes, the chopper was circling for 15 minutes. Hey, man, if I'm Kobe Bryant and I got my daughter in the fucking helicopter and you're circling for 15 minutes, fuck that. Go land. I'll drive where I got to go. We'll get to that as well. Was the distance short? Where were they going? Why did you need to go by chopper, first of all? And again, why would a pilot take off in extremely dense fog? What are you, the fucking weatherman? You're going to circle for 15 minutes. Why? Because 15 minutes is the magic number and the fog is going to fucking clear up and you'll be able to fucking see. No, if I'm in a helicopter and if I can see that the pilot can't see, hey, do me a favor, turn it back around. We have kids in the fucking helicopter. Take the fucker down. That's it. Just land. If you can't see where you're going, what the fuck are you doing? Cliff Bravo said it's Kobe's fault, respectfully. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Okay, first of all, I'm not turning on the news and I'm not turning on the radio. And here's why. Yes, Kobe Bryant died. Yes, he was 41 years old. And yes, it was tragic. I'm going to tell you right now, what hurts me more than Kobe Bryant dying is that his 13-year-old daughter died. Kobe Bryant may have died when he was 41, but he lived a life that most ordinary people would have to live 4 lifetimes to achieve. What this man achieved in the time he had, it makes him a legend. Legends never die. You know this, and I know this. His name will live on forever. It may not mean shit to him because he's no longer here, but it does mean something to everybody else that lives on, and his kids, they carry his name. The legend lives on. Fine, no problem. But, all this, it's nonstop, And here's why I say the psychology of fame. Because it's Everybody and their mother is crying right now. And granted, you have a right to cry. Kobe Bryant meant something to everybody. Cool. People are living real life situations where they're dying every day. People are still drinking dirty water. If you listen to Mac J, there's kids being killed in the Midwest every other day. Nobody has ever given this much attention unless you're famous. And we need to talk about that because why do we hold other people's lives above? I seen grown men crying in the fucking street yesterday. I was laughing at them. I said, look at this fucking... I go, what are you crying about? Oh, Kobe Bryant. Shut the fuck... You're a grown fucking man. What are you crying for? I've seen people crying more than they cry for their family. Like, you don't even cry for your family like this. You're crying for somebody. First of all, I didn't lose no sleep, and I'm not saying that to be vindictive. I don't know Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant doesn't know me. Personally, he's a great basketball player. But I really didn't like his attitude on the court and how he treated other players. So I never really gave a fuck. But then again, I'm not a sycophant for sports. I'm watching videos with people's in Kobe Bryant jerseys crying. Grown fucking man, what are you crying about? You didn't really know that. Again, the psychology of fame. We hold people up here, and there's people dying in the street, and we just fucking walk over them. So it's like, come on. I can't do that. He said, easy, Ruckus. Men got feelings, too. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you shouldn't have feelings, but, the whole world right now, we're acting like, listen, I'm not hating. The thing I'm saying is there's people being shot and killed every fucking day. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. We talk about this, we talk about that. Kobe Bryant dies, and everybody stops breathing. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's just a little too far-fetched. Now, is it tragic? Of course it's tragic. Again, for me, it's more tragic that his daughter died than Kobe Bryant died. You're 41 years old. You lived a great life. Kobe Bryant lived a great life. I don't feel bad for Kobe Bryant. I feel bad for his daughter. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad that the accident happened. Let's not forget there's 9 other people that died in the helicopter crash as well. Okay? I don't know why they're not releasing the names yet, which is another thing you need to look at because we need to look at everybody that was on the helicopter. Who else was on the helicopter? You know what I mean? 3 kids died. That should be the crazy. And the thing is, nobody, and you go to every fucking media outlet and news outlet, and the main story here is Kobe Bryant died. And I get it. But really, the tragedy is 3 children who did not get a chance to even reach 41. You don't know what their potential was. That is lost. Kobe Bryant has 5 rings. He's the closest that ever got to Jordan. Hands fucking down. Okay? And again, how eerie, right? LeBron goes to Philadelphia. He moves up in the scoring leaders. Right now, LeBron is number 3, passing Kobe Bryant. And then Kobe Bryant dies the next day. So it's just insane. The Golden Nino said they did release the names. We have you're telling me all nine people's names have been released? Blue Label says, I know what you're talking about, Ruckus. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you, Blue Label. Because it's not like I'm hating on Kobe Bryant. That's not what I'm saying. It is a tragic loss. But I think the way the media is handled, because let me tell you something. The media are all whores. I could have gone live yesterday. Shatter told me that Kobe Bryant died. And I'm sure some people knew, but nobody knew Kobe Bryant had died. They didn't even want to believe it. The TMZ website went down because there were so many hits about Kobe Bryant dying that the website went down. So nobody could confirm it. Now, I could have gone right live and say, oh, my God, Kobe Bryant died. But it wasn't even about that. It was just, I just sat there and I was just thinking about what my friend said because I called my boy Rob and I said, yo, Rob, Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter crash. And you know what my boy Rob said? I shit you not. He goes, I hope his little daughter wasn't with him. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, he's always with his little daughter. He's always with one of his daughters. His daughters go to the game. And then Rob calls me back and goes, fuck, man, I knew it. The little girl died. Didn't even say nothing about Kobe Bryant. You understand what I'm saying? That's what normal people do here. Yeah, Kobe Bryant lost his life, but his daughter died in the crash with him. And again, there's a lot of things that we need to really kind of pull apart here as the day goes on with the investigation and whatever the media releases. But there again, if the police helicopters are grounded because of dense fog, we need to find out why the pilot would want to go up in dense fog. That's first of all. Second of all, we need to find out if there was anything wrong with the helicopter. That's second of all. Third of all, did anybody say, is there a black box that can be recovered from the helicopter? Can we hear the conversation of what was going on? And I don't want to hear just the conversation before the panic. What was going on? Did anybody tell the pilot to turn the fuck around and land back? Again, as a parent, first of all, I'm not putting my daughter on a fucking helicopter. It's not happening. I'm not getting on a fucking helicopter. I don't trust helicopters. They look crazy. It's just crazy. Whatever. It may be a safe way to fucking travel. I want to know, where were you going? Could you have taken a fucking car? You know what I'm saying? Could this have been avoided? Because why would a helicopter pilot go up in dense fucking fog? It's not like you're a plane. You're not going to rise above the fog. You got to go through the fog. Where's your equipment telling you your elevation number? Where's your knowledge of the area and the geography and the fucking mountains and hills that are around you? You need to know this as a pilot. Who was the pilot? Laura Red's go, I'll never go on a helicopter. You can't trust the media, man. You can't trust the media. When they showed the wreck, didn't see any fog. Facts. Hold on 1 second, because I know I got. Hold on. See if we can send this to the screen. It was an aerial view. There was no fog, only smoke from the wreckage. Right. Right. Now I got a pic of. Let me see if I can get it up. Oh shit. Let me plug in the phone for when people call in. Okay, that's done. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? Trying to get a picture of where the plane landed. I mean, the helicopter. So this guy just flew right into a fucking mountain because what the eyewitness said was instant explosion fireball. They were like, there's no surviving that. Now, let's see if we can get this. Give me 1 second. Setup. All right. Let's go a little further. What are we talking about as far as setup? Like, is this the distraction the country needs while because let me tell you something. People are going to be, the media, and let me tell you something. The media, if there was no such thing as bad news, none of these fuckers would have a fucking job. These people that they get all dolled up and they get to put their fucking makeup on, lights, camera, to sit there and smile at you while bringing you bad fucking news. If there wasn't no bad news, there would be fucking no news at all. Everybody, everybody, they fucking got up and jetted to the fucking studios. Everybody was live last night on TV. Okay, so Blue Label says, I can't see anybody setting up those kids to die. I mean, when the kids at Sandy Hook got murdered by that kid with a assault rifle, the country wasn't as shocked. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we are brainwashed to behave in a way where certain people, fuck, I don't know Kobe Bryant. I wasn't, sitting there crying or this or that or the third. Hold on one second. Got Mac G on the line. Mac, what's popping?
What's popping with it, Rich?
There we go. All right, so hold on one second. All right, so this is the side of the crash right here. Bang. So obviously there was fog, and then I guess the crash. But then again, when they show pictures of the crash, there's no fog. There's only smoke from the crash site, as Rob Lowe said. I have not seen any picture yet of fog or the conditions prior to the crash on any video or any media outlet yet. Everything is post-accidental. Post-accident, I mean.
Exactly. So fog clears up. You see what I'm saying? As the day progresses. So sometimes you're not gonna see fog till after what I'm saying, till after they say it was fog.
CMW, I did not cry when Prince died. That was sad. And Rob Lowe says, I don't see mountains, I only see hills. That's what I'm saying. Do we know the name of the pilot of the helicopter? I want to know who this pilot was. I know the name of the company. They told us the name of the company. The company is cooperating fully with the investigation. Laura Red said she cried when Michael Jackson. I don't cry when I'm not one of those people. I don't cry when I've never, I never, ever cried. I cried when my friends died. I cried when my father died. I cried, you know what I mean? I cannot cry. How can I cry for you if I don't know you? If I don't know, I only watch you on TV. I don't know you. I'm not emotionally attached to you. When I was a kid, who was, if you want to talk about sports heroes, I looked up to Darryl Strawberry. Grew up with Darryl Strawberry was a crackhead and a cokehead, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You grow up one day and reality hits you, and it's not about heroes and this and that. It's about people that put in the work. Kobe Bryant put in the work. There's nothing magical about Kobe Bryant. The man was a hard worker. He dedicated his life to one thing, basketball. Came out at 17 and said, I'm going to be the fucking best. And you know what? He came close to being. If there's Michael Jordan and there's Kobe Bryant. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If there's an argument with that, then, I don't know what to tell you. One man has 6 rings. Another man has 5 rings. You know what I'm saying? I don't, if you want to look at it ring-wise, other people have 5 rings, I guess. No, Anita, I have not seen the footage. I have not seen the footage of the craft blowing up. Brooke said the pilot name was not disclosed.
Oh, I seen a picture with all their names on that motherfucker.
Rob Lowe said setting up kids to die. No, man, collateral damage. Change your thinking. I hear where you're coming from.
I don't know why it is. Anytime a celebrity die, everybody gotta have.
Rob Lowe said, "Let's not start the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. People gotta have these theories on why they died. See, I've been saying it ever since we've been on here. Every goddamn day you wake up, you getting one step closer to shaking the Grim Reaper's hands. I don't know why people act like they so surprised that somebody could die. I guess because of who it was and how it happened. But we all gonna see that day. Sometimes it's just human error and shit. Planes crash, airplanes crash all the fucking time.
Right.
But do they crash with celebrities on them? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So people want to feel some kind of attachment. They want some kind of
yeah. Go ahead, Mac. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? And then for like them not releasing, because I heard people yesterday saying, well, they didn't say how many people was on the plane or the helicopter till later on. Well, they probably still identifying the bodies. You see what I'm saying?
If there's any bodies left to identify, with a crash like that, don't you just burn up?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't at the wreckage site. We don't know what it was unless you seeing actual pictures or actual footage, or you was actually on the scene. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know one thing is that the police don't release names and shit like that, at least till they notify the next of kin.
But the first name they did release is Kobe Bryant, and then it's just a media fucking storm right now, dude. It's disgusting.
And that's because TMZ them reported it first.
Right, and I think TMZ's catching work for that too.
Yeah, but Hey, that's the world we live in now.
Pretty
You got
much.
paparazzi that follow people.
Pretty
You
much.
don't need you don't need the media to have news. Everybody got a camera on their phone. You see what I'm saying? So some people gonna get there before the police. Some people already gonna know what's going on. They know who in the helicopter. They know who own the motherfucking helicopter. You see what I'm saying? And it's been known that Kobe Bryant traveled in the city of Los Angeles on the helicopter. You know, rich motherfuckers out there do that type of shit. They don't want to sit in that traffic
So
when
if
they
it
got the
wasn't
privilege to hop in a
instantaneously,
helicopter.
right? So if it wasn't instantaneously, like he came out the fog and a second later the hill was there, crash explosion, and people actually had time to watch the helicopter fly low, struggle, and spin like a top, as Rob Lowe says, then obviously that black box will have information. You know,
Yeah, they
people.
got the black box. They got the black box and all that
Oh,
shit,
they
man.
got it. They
You know what I'm
found the
saying?
black
Yeah,
box.
they got
Okay.
all that shit, man.
Mm,
They go.
mm.
It's just the shit just happened yesterday. We not gonna know the answers. They not gonna release all the shit right away. You see what I'm saying? They got the police and all the fire chiefs and all that shit. They got to do their investigation and make sure that it wasn't something actually wrong with the goddamn helicopter because it's probably more helicopters out there flying around. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that it wasn't something mechanical that was wrong. It could have just been human error. You see what I'm
Now,
saying?
now, I, now I have to assume that this pilot got the weather report, right? You got to assume that. So if there was heavy dense fog in the area, you would have known that. So why wouldn't you have alerted your passengers that, hey, we may want to wait because there's there's heavy fog in the area. That's first of all.
Because motherfuckers be getting paid and motherfuckers don't be thinking about that shit. They be thinking, oh, I done done this before. Why do anybody do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it be heavy fog, but you would still hop in your car and drive that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how many times these pilots or how many hours they done flew in them same type of conditions. Shit be happening, man. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't read too much into it. I wouldn't read so much into, what's more fucked up is the fact, like I just heard you say earlier, there's some little girls on that motherfucker that
Right.
died, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get a chance. They didn't get a chance to live to see what we live. That's what's tragic about it.
and,
You had
and
a
that
whole
and that was
family
my
die on
whole
that
point.
motherfucker.
And that's my whole point. I'm listening to the television while I'm sleeping, right? And I got ABC on, and everybody is just talking about Kobe Bryant, and I'm sitting there and I'm saying, "Hey, asshole, what about the little kids that died that didn't have a chance to grow up to fucking live to 41?" No, it's like 8 hours, Kobe. 1 second. Oh well, there was a couple other little girls on the the family. And again, the sickness of society when it comes to the media, bad news is good news for them because they get to go on the air and the fucking ratings and the commercials and the business that's tied in to delivering bad news to you is fucking disgusting. And I'm honestly telling you, Kobe Bryant, he lived a great life. 41, he died young, yes, but he's not the first young famous person to die. It happens all the
Exactly. And he ain't
time.
gonna be the only one. We
He
all
ain't
got
gonna
that
be the
day,
last.
man. We all got
There's
that day,
people
bro. You
right
know what I'm saying?
now, there's people right now that are alive that are living in debt. You understand what I'm saying? They're alive and they're fucking dead. And people don't lose sleep over them. So I don't lose sleep over Kobe Bryant because it just does not make sense. You really got to be realistic about this. It was a tragic accident, but the news and the media agency, all that, they're gonna ride this shit for a fucking week, and it's just I'm gonna be over with it as soon as we're done with today's show. I'm not gonna unless it's like heavy evidence of foul play or the fucking pilot was on fucking drugs or some shit like that, or was he instructed to go back? Because again, as a parent, you know, if I'm getting on a helicopter and I'm Kobe Bryant and I'm bringing my daughter with me, I want to know the fucking weather report. I want to know how the weather is, where we're landing, where we're going, how long it's gonna fucking take, who checked the fucking helicopter,
See, that's what I'm
is
saying.
all
Rich them
systems
folks,
checked.
them rich folks, I guarantee you he done flew in that helicopter millions of fucking times,
Poor
man.
people don't have helicopter problems, just to keep it real with you. So it's
Exactly.
not something that I got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Kobe Bryant, nor am I rich enough to take helicopter rides. But even if I was, I would not step on a fucking helicopter. Let my
You know,
kids step on one.
another thing that kind of disturbed me yesterday with a lot of people too. I had to hop off social media because of it. Is besides the conspiracy theories, because everybody gonna have a conspiracy theory, especially when a famous motherfucker dies, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the amount of people that was saying that they value their life differently now because Kobe Bryant died. You know what I'm saying? It's like Come on, man. Everybody that has somebody die in their immediate family or their immediate life, and it took for a famous person for you to value your life.
Yeah, right. I
That's
mean,
just
that's yeah, people making
it don't make
speeches
sense
like
to
that.
me. But some people they Kobe Bryant could have been more to them. He could have been a role model to them. He could have they grew a lot of this generation grew up and this was their guy. So I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks, man, because the media will run that shit in there. But
Yeah.
my thing is, don't wait until a celebrity died to value your life, and don't wait till some tragic shit to happen to somebody that you wasn't really even related to or close to hold your kids a little tighter. You gotta do this shit every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until a motherfucker dead for you to realize how precious life is, man. Cause I always say it, Rich, every day you get up, you getting one step closer.
Wow.
We gotta stop being afraid of death, man. You
Well,
know what I'm
I'm not.
saying?
Listen, I'm not
It's
afraid of that. You,
inevitable. It's
yeah,
coming.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I always tell you guys, you know what? Nothing lasts forever, including your life and my life. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with, what you, no, that's a waste of time. But there's certain decisions you can make. Get on the helicopter. Don't get on the helicopter. Shit like that changes your fate. I'm sorry. I believe in that. Every decision you make, now the future is altered because you could have gone the other way or you could have gone this way. So every decision going forward changes, I guess, the end story, I guess. But it all leads to the same place.
That's
Dust.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
that's the only thing about death is the uncertainty of it. We don't know when it's coming. You see what I'm saying? Other other than that, we know it's coming. See, made man even saying it. I've heard about that too. Kobe would take that copter around just like it was a car. Because a lot of them dudes don't like sitting in that traffic like that. And if you got money like that and you can afford
If
it,
yeah,
he not the only
I
one
hear
in
you.
LA that's got a
No,
private
no, no.
helicopter.
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, man. When you got money like that, you don't got to do traffic. But I got if I'm Kobe Bryant and I got kids, and I can get there with a limo driver driving me, and yes, shouted, you're absolutely right. The percentages of getting into a car accident are way higher than getting into a helicopter crash. But we're talking about a helicopter that took off after the LAPD, downed all their helicopters, and that's LAPD that have their helicopters up all over Los Angeles every day. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
let
the
their copters go up. You, as a pilot, how does anybody that lets a helicopter take off, not, the tower, somebody not tell you, hey,
apparent
man, there's
apparently
dense fog in the area?
right. That's what lets you know motherfuckers done did that shit before. You see what I'm saying? If it was something that never happened, they wouldn't have done it. He had to leave from an airport. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to clear him to fly anyway. From what I was reading was he was he was flying at a level to where he couldn't be tracked by radar and he had to go down. He wanted to go above the shit or something like that. Human error, man. Sometimes motherfuckers fuck up, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the pilot fucked up.
Facts,
You know what I'm
Roblo.
saying? And then people was like, well, then they didn't survive. They said they fell from 2,400 feet. Ain't no surviving that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the copper bust out in flames right when they hit. Shit crazy, man. But Kobe, bro, like you said, Rich, Kobe ain't the first young celebrity that tragically died, and he won't be the last, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen
Right.
all kinds of shit on Facebook and shit. Motherfuckers die every
Yeah, right.
goddamn day, man.
Exactly. That's the point here. Brooks, good morning, Brooks. What's popping?
Good morning. How's everybody doing
All
What's
today?
right,
going
all
on,
right.
Brooks?
Not much, not much. I was gonna call in a little later, but then I was like, let me call in early or whatever, just so we can get everything out the way with the entertainment report. Obviously,
Well, am I messing you up? Am I covering all your
nope,
topics?
nope, nope, not at
Brooks said,
all.
"Let
You
me
go
call up before he done cover everything I want to."
exactly,
No, no,
exactly.
go ahead.
But you guys are hitting on a lot of good points. Mac J, you are hitting the head on the nail, like with a lot of things that you're saying. I think just it was just human nature. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, his family, and all on that flight, that helicopter. If a lot of people don't know, my husband has played professional basketball before,
Oh
and
shit,
he has ridden in a bunch of
Paula.
helicopters. Yeah, Ruckus, relax. You knew
No, I didn't know that. Yo,
that.
I swear to God, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I did not. But now I'm saying Team John for real, son.
Yeah, so riding at helicopters and private planes and all that stuff like that. The school provides that, the team provides that, so you get accustomed to that quote unquote that luxury or whatever, and it just makes things a little bit easier. Um, I personally don't like helicopters because when they lift up nose down, so it looks like you're about
Right,
to crash
man.
before you even lift up.
Yeah.
So that's just my personal experience, but it's just it's easier for them to travel back and forth, and unfortunately we are not in that celebrity life, so we can't really understand that. We just get in our cars and we just go. But for them, it's a little bit easier because their time is money, as with everybody else. But it's just easier for them to travel that way. It's a little bit faster, it's more convenient for that their lifestyle, I'll say that. I'm not agreeing with it, I'm just stating some facts, you know what I mean. um but my husband did not know Kobe Bryant personally like that, but some of the same groups of people professionally, they knew each other via that way. So actually my husband is from days or whatever with some of his old teammates, and to everything
Ballin'.
like that, but salute to Jean Paul, Vic Vega, Shatter, Blue Label, everybody in the chat. I love you guys. But I just wanted to kind of just, give some of the facts following this helicopter incident, accident, that has
Tragedy.
been report. Yeah, that tragedy. Yes, exactly. Salute to Melquan, everybody on the
Good
line.
morning.
Um, but the just to let everybody know, he was traveling, as you know, with his daughter Gianna and her basketball team. So they were scheduled to play that day. So again, going back to my point, I hear an echo in the background.
Yeah, see, as soon as Melquan calls,
Mhm.
Had to go on speakerphone. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, no problem, no problem.
Jesus.
They were traveling to a game that his daughter and her team were actually going to play in.
Right.
So again, the convenience of traveling that way is probably a reason why they decided to step foot on that helicopter. You understand what I'm saying? Also, um, like Mac J said, a lot of these celebrities, they can fly above or below the radar, not literally, but because, hey, we need to get to this game. I don't care if there's a little bit of fog. Here's an extra couple $1,000. Get me and my family or get us
Yeah,
to
well,
where we need to
yeah,
be.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
care
saying?
about the
Unfortunately,
fog. That's a bad decision.
it really is. No, and it's irresponsible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But let's go back to the whole Aaliyah situation. You know what I'm saying? How many
Yeah.
times were they told not to fly with that much luggage with the
Right.
weight on, you know what I'm saying? And they still did it because they got somewhere to go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But so him and his daughter were and the other guests were actually traveling so that they could go to a particular basketball game that she was playing in. Um with them, also, like I said, was other people, the coach of the team and his family. So that's very saddening too. Everybody is putting a lot of stress on Kobe Bryant, but there were other families that were in there. That's really, really,
Niggas better
really,
watch
really
their mouth
sad.
talking about Kobe Bryant. I'll fuck you up.
Yo,
Word
big.
up.
Yo, listen. Were you
The
crying?
media,
Were you crying?
everybody.
Boo hoo. Were
Yeah.
you crying? Were you one of the grown
Yeah, I
men
was
crying?
crying,
Oh,
nigga.
boo
That nigga Kobe
hoo.
Bryant.
Oh,
Kobe
Oh,
Bryant
boo
is
boo.
my son
hoo.
right there. Boy, I was crying.
Wah,
Yeah, I shed some tears for Kobe.
wah.
I did.
Wah. You
I did.
never knew the man. The man didn't know you. That's reality. Get over with it. People die every day.
Nah, Rich, you're
Okay,
bugging
Nah,
the
nah, nah.
fuck
I
out,
ain't
son.
let,
bugging out. I ain't bugging out.
let
I'm
me
Yes,
not
bring
one
you
of
are.
these
let me bring
sycophants.
another point.
Go ahead, Brooks.
Let me
We'll
bring
get
another point.
back to
The
Melquan in a
effort, yes,
second.
the effort to recover all of the victims'
I'm
body
about to give him that work.
has started, but it could take a couple of days, according to the LA County Chief Medical Examiner Jonathan Lucas, given the terrain and the condition of the site. Um, if you didn't see the pictures of it, the helicopter actually crashed on the side of it, like a hillside, and
Yeah.
it's very hard for them to go up there. Hold on, I got some notes here. The firefighters actually had to
Thank you,
hike
Vic.
up the side of the terrain to get it. So it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be days before they're able to get anybody or get the black box if they haven't gotten that. Right now, this and this and that. The helicopter company has released a statement saying, "quote We extend our sincerest condolences to all those affected by today's." I'm gonna say it wrong. Sikorsky 76B
That's
helicopter
exactly
accident.
correct. Sikorsky.
Okay.
You got it right.
Okay. In Calabasas,
That's
California,
right.
we have been in contact with the NTSB and stand ready to provide assistance and support to investigate any and everything for our customers. That's from the helicopter company. Um, there's a special task force team that's coming in to help retrieve the bodies. And for the investigation, they have been flown in and they are actually there right now. According to ESPN, audio reviewed by ESPN indicates that a few minutes prior to the crash, an air traffic controller told the pilot that he was still too low
Yeah,
to
I read that
fly,
last night. I read that last night.
meaning the aircraft was below the level at which it could be picked up by the radar due to the area's hills and terrain,
What
as
about the
well as the
radar
fog.
on the helicopter? Did the radar pick up the hills?
Yes, but where they were at, it was too low for them
It
to
was too low.
retrieve that signal. So
Word.
then again, the pilot trying to get them to where they need to be and not paying attention, in my opinion, or being considerate of the area that he's in. You know what I mean? So ESPN, like I said, they air traffic controller did tell the pilot that he was still too low for flying, that they couldn't pick him up on the radar. That audio came from recordings posted at liveatc.net, which is a partial audio from total communication between the pilot and the air traffic controllers. Um, the coroner's office said, like I said, a team of experts has been brought in to recover the bodies, and a massive refrigerated vehicle is standing by to transport the remains.
A massive
Class,
refrigerated vehicle, right, to
yes,
preserve whatever they have left.
yes.
There's not going to
Hmm.
be no casket in this funeral. There's no,
I mean,
they've been
but still, the
obliterated,
remains have
right?
to be intact for the medical examiner to examine it. You know what I'm saying? The remains, if at all that they can locate, have to
Jesus
remain in the
Christ.
same natural state. You know what I mean? The helicopter crashed at approximately 10 a.m. on Sunday near Calabasas, 30 miles from downtown LA, in foggy weather. Um, so that's another facts. Da, 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 da.
That's
And
some of the worst news I ever heard. I heard in a minute.
the coach
Why?
Alto
People die every
Belly,
day.
the coach that was traveling with them, Coach Altabelli, would routinely travel with his daughter to games with Kobe Bryant on this helicopter. So this wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. This wasn't a
Right. That's what
one-time
I'm
thing.
saying.
They
That's what.
constantly did this, and nobody, I'm pretty sure they've hit, foggy,
Exactly.
foggy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that, Brooks. Like they done this shit a million fucking times probably
Yes,
before. So
Yeah,
it
they
probably
took the
wasn't
ball
And
nothing
this
out
too.
is
the
the one
norm. But
time they
sometimes,
got caught out there.
man, sometimes
Yeah.
shit
exactly.
happen, man. It's just, like I was saying, like with car wrecks. Like if somebody tell you your such and such got killed in a car wreck, you be thinking to yourself, damn, why didn't he take the train? Why didn't he take? You always gonna think why
Well, no,
didn't
no.
after the fact. You
Car
feel what I'm
wrecks
saying?
happen all the time. When you're a car
No,
driver,
I'm
you
just
have to
saying.
be
But
a
I'm saying
defensive driver. That
this what
means
I'm
you
saying, Rich.
constantly got to
You know,
look
look, you
around
ain't
you. You
you
know.
ain't hear you ain't hear what I'm saying. Car
This is
wrecks do
people's
happen.
second. Yeah, this is
Car
people's
wrecks do
second
happen all the
nature.
time, but people don't always die from car wrecks either.
Right, right,
You
right,
see what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
So when you get in the car, you're not expecting to get in a car wreck and die when you get in it.
That's true.
Same way with them hopping in that helicopter if they done flew
Yeah.
it a million fucking times.
Well, here's the thing. If you would have told
Hindsight is
me,
always
if
2020,
you would
man.
have
You know
told
what I'm saying?
me, hey, we got heavy fog, I'd have been like, nope, hey, little girl, get your ass out the car. We're taking the fucking limo. Clark,
Yeah,
good morning, sir. What's popping?
That's what
but
I'm saying. That's what
that's
makes me
you,
think
Rich.
they've been doing
That's
it
it.
before.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. That's you, Rich. But, okay, but to them, in my mind, okay, there's a little bit of fog.
Rich is a
Okay,
dick.
pilot. Okay, pilot, we got a little bit of fog. Okay, no problem, Mr.
Put
Bryant, and
put
you're
turn the
definitely go fly
helicopter
above
back. This
that.
is what I'm saying.
No,
Whoa,
go
whoa, whoa,
fly
whoa.
above that and go
Turn
get it.
the helicopter back. Ain't no flying above. I'm not trying to get
Fly
higher up
below.
from
They
the
don't think
ground. You
that way,
understand what I'm
Rich.
saying?
They don't think that
No, I
way.
hear
Good
you. I
morning.
hear you. I
Good
hear you.
morning,
Yeah,
crew.
Clark, what's popping?
Good
Clark,
Good
what
morning.
it
morning,
do?
crew.
Good
Somber,
morning.
obviously somber. Yesterday, today, obviously the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and those passengers, the other passengers that were on there. The one thing I will say, and I've been hearing a little bit of what you all have been talking about. As it pertains to the weather conditions, I mean, obviously the LAPD grounded their fleet of helicopters because of the fog. One of the things you got to remember in this instance is, a lot of things when it comes to a commercial pilot, right? and I want to put this in perspective.
Mhm.
Just because the LAPD grounded their flight, you got to remember that they got to be able to see the LAPD, and they're usually lower to the ground. So I think when you can't really compare the two, because with that type of helicopter, it could fly higher, it
Mhm.
can fly above the fog, it could there's things that can be done. So while it may have been grounded for LAPD, the conditions for the pilot may
Facts.
have been such that, you know what, this helicopter can handle these conditions with the
Mhm.
instruments that we have to be able to see. I think what happened here, and again, this is highly speculatory, is that the fog was very, very dense, and
Mhm.
what ended up happening was when the pilot went up, and the pilot went up to about 2,000 feet, right? And here's the thing: when the pilot went up, he went up at a fast rate. Okay,
Mhm.
it's possible, and again, speculating. Okay, and it's very much a speculation here. Okay, there's no sources involved. This is a real tragedy. So really, what we're looking at is that it could have stalled. The helicopter could have stalled, and therefore the loss of catastrophic engine failure could have happened if he was going up and then going down. Because when they went down hard, 200
Mhm.
200 plus miles. Now,
Right.
the issue is when he made that turn, and this is where it really was tragic. He made a turn south, and then that south had the mountain, the hills that were at. The hill was at like 1,000, or excuse me, about 1,400 feet elevation. So I think what
They
ended up happening
miscalculated
was
all
there
of
was
it,
a
man.
miscalculation.
Human
Exactly.
error,
So
man. I'll be telling you.
right.
Shit be happening.
So
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
so when he
shit
tried
happens
to
every day, Mac J, like he
yeah,
said.
let me just finish this one part. When he tried to adjust, which is why we have the flight path that shows the elevation happening at a very fast rate, and then the deceleration, and then drop to the crash. I think what ended up happening of what the instrument was telling him that he was too low. And I think by then, the series of events, unfortunately, were already set in motion and then caused this catastrophic event, which in turn, was basically him crashing into the hillside. I think that's exactly, in my opinion, that's the more likely what could have happened, because those machines are very reliable. I mean, those helicopters. And so, the engine failure, I don't think happened just because of just normal flight. Something happened, whether it's causing the stall or anything else to cause this, or he may very well have just crashed into the hillside. The NTSB is investigating. We'll find more as this comes out. A terrible, terrible tragedy.
Oh shit,
Mhm.
Clark on the check-in. There you go.
Man, salute, Clark. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? But
Clark. Yeah,
I
salute Clark.
second everything you were saying, because that's exactly how I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's what
no
you was
doubt.
thinking,
sometimes,
Mac.
yeah, that's what I said, man. Sometimes people be fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah, you did
Shit be
say human
happening, bro.
error, human error.
Human
Human
error,
error.
man. Sometimes people fuck up, man, and shit don't go the way we expect it to go. But I don't always believe in the grand scheme of things that it was something deeper than what it really was.
Hey,
Sometimes
hey,
Yeah,
Exactly.
it
hey! What
it
is
happened?
what
happens.
it
What
is.
happened 10 days ago? Iran fucking shot down a goddamn
Right.
airplane, and
Passenger airplane. Yeah.
everybody fucking died. Is there a
Right.
goddamn world event right now that everybody died? No. But the sycophants will all line up because it's Kobe Bryant, and I'm just one person that right here. I'm not losing sleep because Kobe Bryant passed away. Everybody passes away. He was a great basketball player. He did what would take anybody else 3 lifetimes to achieve. He lived up to the age of 41. These kids that died did not make it to 15. And that is a tragedy of this story.
Right, but you
Really.
have to remember, we're talking about someone that is worldwide, world known,
Inflammation.
Right.
Icon,
right,
an
right.
icon,
And
He's
listen,
rich.
gonna be a legend. But you know what?
right, but
He'll live forever through his
well,
legend. He
yeah,
never
but
really is
Rich
listen,
gonna
always a
die.
Debbie Downer and
right,
shit.
but listen, the
Yeah,
thing
the
about
rich, right?
I'm
Hell,
not
rich.
no
It's a
Debbie
sick.
Downer.
Jesus
The
the,
Christ.
fuck
the thing
out of
about this
here. I
situation
see
Oh
these
my
grown
God,
men walking in the
bro,
street. I
this
see
is
these
the
grown
saddest
men. I
day.
see grown men in the street with Brian jerseys crying. I'm gonna fucking laugh at you. Get a life.
I got my
You
shit
don't
on right
know Kobe.
now. I
You
got my
don't
shit
know
on right
Kobe
now. I
Bryant.
swept in
Kobe
my Kobe
Bryant
Bryant
don't know
jersey.
you. Stop. crying over
No,
that
bro.
bullshit.
No, bro. You
People
can't
are
do that.
you
That's
got
like
children in fucking rat infested
that's
schools drinking dirty
that's
water.
all
Nobody
right.
loses sleep. Get the fuck
All
out of
right,
here. I'm
all
gonna
right.
lose
So
sleep for Kobe Bryant.
let me just can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
That's
let
just like
Melquan say how you feel about this shit.
look, can I say something real quick? That's just like somebody from the Wu-Tang died. You be like, oh shit, man,
ODB
like that.
died. I'm not gonna cry. If Raekwon dies
Nah, Rich.
tomorrow,
Nah,
I'm
I
not
Rich.
cried
gonna
when
sit there and
ODB
cry.
died.
I
Nah,
didn't
Rich.
I
cry.
cried
No,
when
Rich.
I
ODB
was
died.
deeply
Kobe.
saddened. I
Yo,
was
let me tell you
deeply
something.
saddened when ODB died. But
Let me
I'm
tell
not
you something.
crying.
Kobe
Ruckus, you better
Bryant.
check your email.
I'm doing it right
Yo,
now, boss.
I
I
I
know that's
I
right.
I shedded a tear for Kobe because I watched Kobe
Shedded.
Bryant's whole career. I watched him
So
from
did
the
everybody. So
McDonald's.
did every other
No,
kid,
hold
man.
on, bro.
Come
Let me
on.
finish. Let me finish. I watched his whole career. Kobe Bryant was an icon. He was more than basketball. Like Kobe Bryant had little farmers in Yugoslavia want to pick a ball up and go shoot and go play D on you.
Yeah,
Like
great.
Kobe Bryant
That's awesome.
impacted the world, and that was my
Look
son.
at this beautiful little girl that won't make it to another. Are you
And
kidding
then
me, man?
his
That's
daughter,
fucking a
his
tragedy
daughter.
right there.
That's why I felt it the most because I'm a father. I got three daughters.
Nobody's
If something
talking
happened
about
to
the
one of my
daughter. Come
daughters,
on.
I'm like, yo, that shit will crush my heart. Like something happened. And then Gigi, yo, she was nice and bald. She was supposed to be like Kobe Bryant, the girl version in
Hmm.
basketball
Yeah,
coming
look at
up.
that.
You know what
Look
I'm
at that.
saying?
Look at the
So
smile was the
like
same. Everything, man.
yo, man,
Yeah, yeah, that was
that shit was
beautiful.
sad last night, bro. That's why
Yeah,
I
man.
shedded a tear because I'm like,
Because it was
damn,
on,
man.
and it was on a major level too, as far as people being able to see it. So like, you know, celebrities do make impacts on certain people, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't never
yeah.
discredit motherfuckers when they feel sad about it, but I shed a tear just
Every
for the tragic loss of life. Period. Nine
everybody's
motherfuckers
Word.
everybody's giving
died at
Clark
one
work.
time, man.
And then look at what Kobe, the impact he left behind. Like all the young players that's coming up now, like they all turn to Kobe. Like
Yeah.
everybody's been going through all this lately. These last 10 years, everybody's like, oh, LeBron and how he's passing everybody, blah blah blah. But Kobe Bryant set the bar for the future of basketball, and everybody want to be like Kobe. You know what
Okay.
Well,
I'm
hold on,
saying?
hold on, and let me just say something. Kobe Bryant, the way how he treated his moneymaker, his body, was something that no one has done. Okay,
Except for LeBron.
exactly. But he
Shit,
came before. He came before
and me,
LeBron.
you should see
So
how I
Yeah.
treat
he
this money
did
maker. You feel me?
what
Kobe
he
was the
did.
original LeBron.
What
And
he
Kobe a day younger
did
than me too, man.
to
His
his
birthday a day after
Clark
mine.
sounds
body
like
was amazing.
I'm telling you,
He
Kobe
his body
impacted.
was amazing. How he
Yo,
transformed it.
he
Yes.
impacted how
Now,
you're supposed to.
Rich, we already know you never shed a tear for no celebrity, but besides Kobe Bryant, anybody else had somebody that died that they never met, never knew nothing, but it felt like he made an impact on your life where you really felt real fucked up about it. I had a couple times when
Michael
Tupac died,
Jackson.
I felt like that, and when
Wait,
Corey
Yeah.
wait,
Payton
wait.
died, I felt like that. You know what I'm
When
saying?
who died, Mac J?
Tupac.
When Tupac
That shit
died,
was.
you shed a tear.
I didn't shed no tears, but I felt some kind of way about the
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
Dang,
you
that's
were
messed
deeply
up.
You know what I'm
saddened. When
saying?
Shit,
ODB
Biggie
died,
Smalls.
I was deeply saddened. When Biggie Smalls died, I was on vacation in Miami. I packed up my bags and went home. I said, vacation's over.
But
I don't
I've
want to
seen
do nothing.
motherfuckers
I'm going
cry at
home.
movies, so it ain't
Yeah.
unfathomable that people will cry if
Rich act
somebody
like he
died. You
don't
know what I'm
cry and
saying?
shit. Rich be there when he not on the microphone on the air, he's crying. For real. He's crying. All right.
There
Rich,
wasn't Rich. There wasn't no
behind the
body
scenes, he
of
got
Rich
some
that
Kleenex.
I'm
that
not
made you
gonna
cry.
I'm not gonna lie. I fucking
Rich
cry.
act like he's
But
the
listen to me.
hardest
No,
nigga
I
in the
am
world.
not. No, I am not. I cry at the stupidest shit. But I'm telling you right now, I am not crying for Kobe Bryant. It's no disrespect. I don't know you, dude. If I don't know you, how can I cry for you?
Only time
Man, I
Rich
got my
cries when
Kobe jersey on right now,
only
and I'm
time Rich
wearing this
cries
shit
when
This
probably
guy
all
lived.
year.
This guy
when the joint go out.
from the age of 17 to 40, from the age of 17 to 41, this guy lived like a god. He was worshipped. What more do you want. Okay, you
Yeah,
died at
but
41, but you
he put
lived.
the work in.
But
He
so
put the
that
work
means
in to
he
do that.
fucking earned that devotion. That what even makes it better. It wasn't no fake bullshit. He wasn't a politician like half these
Yeah.
fucking zombies run to. This guy inspired people to be better. The fucking world lost a great human being, but we lose great human beings every day and nobody loses sleep.
And
All
I
this
know
for Kobe Bryant?
Jason
Nah, I'm
Tatum,
sorry.
Kyrie Irving, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron, like everybody was
I'm
sick.
not crying for no
Shaq,
Carmelo
Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq was tweeting like, "Yo, I'm sick right now. Like I
Yeah,
can't
man.
believe this shit. Like
Shit fucked up,
that,
man.
like
you,
Kobe is the man,
okay.
son.
Rich
I
only
hate it.
cried when the Wu Tang song ended. That's the only time he started crying. Every
Yeah.
time a Raekwon song go off, a
I'm trying to
single
think.
tear roll down his.
I'm trying to think. When's the last time I cried?
You never cried during no Bollywood actor thing
Oh,
or nothing like
fuck!
that?
Of course, Indian movies will make you cry every time. Are you kidding me?
Okay
That's what
then.
I'm telling you.
Somebody from
Yo,
one of those weird old
listen.
shows you be watching that.
Don't think that I don't sit here and watch some fucking heartwarming shit. He got game. He got game with
There's a
Denzel?
Washington.
and Denzel Washington and Ray Allen, right? That was the
Shoot,
last.
losing
That was the
Isaiah, I
last
cried.
movie. That was the last movie. Me and my dad went to see in the movie theater before he died of leukemia. I watch He Got Game now. I cry from beginning to fucking end. It's not that I don't cry.
See, that's different
I'm
though. That's
just
some
not
shit that you
emotional,
share with
but
your
I'm
pop.
not emotionally attached to Kobe Bryant. As a grown man, I can't be emotionally attached to you because you play fucking sports
I
and you're
am.
good at
I
it.
am. He
Get
played
the
for my
fuck out of
franchise. He
here.
played for my franchise. He helped lift us up when we
It's
lost.
not
Hold
When
your
on,
Shaq broke out,
franchise, you
we got
fucking
2 more
maniac.
rings. And
Ruckus, check your text.
the
I
last
sent you a
Hold on, hold
screenshot.
championship.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Hold
on. Check what? Check what?
I said
And I
check
said,
your.
Check your email.
Sorry.
Everybody's
check
talking
in.
at once, please,
Hold
man.
on. Let me say one
Brooks,
thing here, okay,
what
Rich?
would you like me to check?
Wait, what Brooks said
Hold on,
first?
just check shit. Just check
No, this
your
is
text.
Clark.
I
I
sent you a
can't hear nothing. All
screenshot.
right, whatever.
I sent you a
Okay.
screenshot
Oh.
of everybody that passed away, including the pilot. Check your text. Sorry.
Okay, thank you,
go ahead,
Brooks.
Clark.
All right. Let me just say one thing here, okay, Rich? This is, you have to realize something. This is what we call in the world empathy, okay? We may not have known him, but as humans, we empathize, okay? And what's tragedy about it, right, is the fact that there's a loss of life and at such a young age, right, with these young
That's
girls
the
that lost their.
tragedy, man.
But
That's
hold
what
on,
kills
hold
me,
on.
dude.
But you have to also realize the tragedy that we could all put ourselves in as far as this could happen, meaning, you know, we've lost loved ones. We can empathize. The poor wife had lost her husband and she lost her daughter.
Hey, let me tell you
This is her
something.
firstborn.
I have seen a
Hell
lot of
yeah,
people.
fuck.
Let me tell you something. I have lost a lot of people I have loved, and the people around them.
Right.
Nobody gave a fuck when they were suffering. Nobody came to even ask them
Right.
if they were okay. And now everybody and their mother now is suffering because Kobe Bryant died in a car crash. Please, man, don't give
Not a
me
car
that.
crash.
I mean,
It was
a
a
Come on, Rich.
helicopter
Come
crash.
on, Rich.
I'm sorry, a helicopter crash. Don't give me that, man.
Come on, Rich.
I see people crying over somebody that they don't know, that they wouldn't even cry over their own family
Well,
members over.
obviously they were
I'm
touched
not
by him,
buying
okay?
it, man.
They were touched by him.
Come
We
on,
are
Rich.
conditioned. We are conditioned to believe that certain people are worth more than others because of what they can do. And I'm not buying into that fucking hype. If you like basketball and you watch Kobe Bryant's career from beginning to end,
I don't even
like
like
wait,
basketball.
Not about
like
basketball. Humanity.
Like Melquan.
Right.
Well, if it's about humanity, Melquan, then people are fucking suffering right now as we speak that you
But we're
don't
not
give a
talking about
fuck
that. We're
about,
talking about
bro.
Kobe
Right, but we
Bryant, man.
ain't.
We're
Right, we
in the
talking
news
about
right now.
Kobe and them though. We talking about
Right.
this.
Okay,
Okay,
talking
but
about that.
okay, what did I just say? It's a tragic loss. But again, people are suffering right now in reality, currently as we talk, every single day. Their kids are living in a fucking environment that are
This fucking
equivalent
guy,
to
man.
hell. Equivalent to hell.
Let's give him a
Yes, most
chance
of you
to.
will agree,
He has to
right?
get the word in. Let
It's
him
not
have
about
the word.
getting the word in. I'm just telling you, You're a sycophant if you don't even watch basketball and you're sitting there saying, I'm fucking tragically sad that Kobe
didn't say
Bryant
that.
died. Man,
I
come
simply
on,
said
man.
I felt sadness.
You guys
for
are
the
fucking
family,
weirdo.
and it's called empathy,
This
Rich.
guy said he's a weirdo.
You should try it sometime.
This guy's a fucking
No,
weirdo,
you're
guys.
the weirdo over there with your Lakers jersey,
Oh,
talking about
shit.
it's your
I got my
fucking organ.
Kobe Bryant
No, do you
championship
wait?
jersey on
But
right
do you
now.
hear? Do you hear Melquan? My organization, the Lakers organization, is not your organization, dummy.
Yes, they is.
You know it's
Yes,
not.
they is.
You
Yes,
sycophant.
they are. I
You're
don't care.
a weirdo for thinking that every sports fan
The
that
Lakers is my
let me tell you
organization
something.
since the
Every
80s. I'm
fucking
yelling,
no. Let's get it
cheering
let's
for
get
these
it
guys.
clear right
eh?
now. Let's get it clear right now. Every sports fan that walks out there and talking about, yeah, I just won another fucking ring. You're the fucking weirdo.
I
You
did.
didn't win shit, stupid.
I dedicated my time and energy
You ain't
into
dedicate shit. The
into
only thing
supporting
you
and
no,
cheering.
the only thing you dedicated your time to was not dedicating your time to yourself.
Word.
Rich.
Thank
We got a
you.
cricket Rich.
You know what? I'm officially giving Kobe Bryant passing away crickets. I dare you to talk about it now. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Please post that picture.
You better watch your fucking mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm
man,
doing it
'cause
right now, boss. Hold on.
This is
Let's see.
unbelievable. Rich is like, yo, don't be sad because Kobe died, guys.
Fuck it, I'm
that's
gonna go put-
unbelievable.
I'm gonna go put my
I
Nick Van
understand that
Exel
everybody
jersey
was
on
concerned
today.
about how low my phone is. I hope that it is loud at this moment.
Yo, somebody said that you were talking through your breathing apparatus.
No, tell him I'm not. I know who that was.
Who
That
was it? Who
probably
was it?
That was either Juicy J or Blue Label.
No, his name is
Media
Jay Cachet.
or
As a
Big
grown man, you
Vega.
should not say Juicy before any man's name, okay? It's Jay Cachet. All right, hold
that's
on,
his
hold on.
moniker.
Brooks got fucking files right now.
Brooks.
Yo, can you play It's So Hard to Say Goodbye?
No,
Boyfriend.
I'm gonna play It's So Easy to Say Goodbye to Melquan though right now.
Can you play It's So Hard to Say Goodbye?
Hold on. Did
And
y'all-
salute to
my man,
boys,
Kobe
salute
Bryant.
to Boys to Men, right? Acapella style, coming out in the
They
Grammys
still-
yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe ain't
Killed
he don't
that
do that for
shit.
no regular people.
It only took Kobe Bryant to pass away for Boys to Men and come back on stage and do a great song. That was crazy. Hold on.
Yeah,
No,
no,
people
Bow.
already.
See
They're
that,
doing their
man.
thing. They still go on tour. They make millions of dollars. They just don't. They're not dropping albums like they used to. That's
Wow, who are you? They manage you or something? How you know that?
They
Oh,
were
these
just singing
are
at the
the
San
other
Francisco
people?
game.
on the show.
What's
Are
that?
these
They
the other
say-
people that was in the plane?
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's all the
Church
people.
Avenue Dan, the man with the plan. Light up that haze, son.
So yeah,
Yeah,
on the
that's-
screen right
that's-
now is
that's the
everybody
people right there,
who
man.
was included
Wow.
in the helicopter.
Well,
crash
I'm
that
gonna
passed
blame
away.
the one whose name sounds like he's a terrorist, Ara Zobayan. I wouldn't trust him with his name. I'm not flying with
outta
a
here,
pilot with a
Rich.
name like that.
Oh my goodness.
Zobayan. Come on,
Guy is
Zobayan.
fucking
That doesn't
weirdo,
make you
I told you.
nervous?
Nah, son.
Rich racist, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. So as you can see, that's all the people who were in the
Jesus
crash or
Christ.
whatever. Like Rich, did you cry when the real guy from Radio died? When Radio died last week? I'm not laughing.
Is that a shot fired at? Is that a shot fired at Melquan?
No, I'm just
No, it's on
asking.
you.
Yo, can we have a 24-second moment of silence for Kobe Bryant?
That probably won't happen, Melquan. No, in this.
24
Yeah, salute to John Paul Shelton, who would not trust a name like Ara Zobayan to fly me anywhere. You're suspect.
Yeah.
Were you born in America, sir? Nah. Next
Now-
pilot, please.
Oh
That's messed
man.
up. That's messed up.
Now I know why everybody hates Rich.
Yeah.
It's
He's a
all right.
dick.
I'm not a dick. Telling you the fucking truth. You have nothing. Listen, you have nothing to do with the Lakers organization. You're gonna have to face
Yes, I
facts.
do.
No, you
Yes,
don't,
I do.
loser. That's what
Yo,
a
yes,
loser
I
says.
do.
That's what a
I'm
loser
telling you.
weirdo fanatic says.
Yo, and then on some real shit, I'm serious. I'm a real Laker fan since a
Yo, look
shorty
at that.
back in the
Keenan
'80s.
Kong is
Now,
still in. Yo, Keenan Kong is still in love with shampoo. I can't
I
believe it. After
never
all this time, Keenan.
I never bought no Laker jersey.
Mm.
Only Kobe.
I had
Only.
to make
Man,
Look
I
how he
fuck with
says it.
Magic, Worthy,
Only
Kareem.
Kobe.
Only Kobe, son. Special,
That's not.
special.
You sound like a weirdo, dude.
That's special,
Only
bro. That's
Kobe.
special
That's
player. Like
special.
them
That's our
you
special
ever
thing.
man, you talk about reading. Did you read Kobe Bryant's book, The Black Mamba? Mamba
Hell no!
Mentality?
Ask me to read a book when you don't
See,
read.
Uh-oh.
now
How
that's
dare
why.
you?
That's why you don't understand Kobe.
How
If you
dare
read,
you?
I recommend that
How
to
dare you?
everybody listening.
What's the
Get
name
the
of it?
Black
I remember
Kobe
when I
Bryant's
remember
book,
when
The Black Mamba Mentality.
I remember when Kobe
I'm gonna
Bryant
check
got
that shit out.
who did Kobe Bryant get
Yo,
snuffed
Mac
by
J,
in
that shit is dead ass.
who did Kobe Bryant get snuffed by in the Madison Square
Nah,
Garden?
we're not doing that,
What was
Rich.
his
We're not doing
name?
that, Rich.
Yeah.
What was his
Chris
name, Mac
Child.
J?
Chris
I forgot
Child.
Chris
Chris
Childs, yeah.
Child
With the
slapped the
Knicks.
shit out of Kobe.
He
And
three
then what
pieced that
happened to
nigga.
Chris Childs after that?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Nothing.
That's what
Thank you.
happened.
Bye. Your whole career went to hell. You ain't get
You,
no chips. You didn't even make the playoffs again in your career.
you remember when Kobe Bryant came to Madison Square Garden and they asked him about
And dropped
Jerry
61 on you bum-ass Knicks.
and no,
On your bum-ass Knicks.
wait and a reporter asked him, so what do you think of Jeremy Lin? And Kobe Bryant goes, who?
Who?
And then Jeremy Lin drops 50 on Kobe. Hold that.
Yeah, but how much Kobe dropped on him?
I don't know, but I
Mm.
know the Knicks
I
won,
know.
and
You
I
don't
know
know.
that Jeremy Lin
Remember?
dropped 50 that day, and
And what happened to
I know
Jeremy
after
Lin after
that,
that?
Kobe Bryant knew who
Hey,
Jeremy Lin was. Thank you.
remember when Kobe beat
Lin
that rape
Sanity.
case on their ass though?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
remember
talking
And
when?
about?
Yeah,
dropped 60
Remember
and
when?
then
That's
dropped
right. You remember
61
when
on
Kobe
Denver
beat
in the
that rape
same
case
day.
though? He came
Yeah,
out
he went to
shining,
court.
son.
He went to court in Colorado. He got not
He goes,
guilty.
no, no,
He
no, I
came
didn't
out
rape
and
her. He
dropped
goes, no, 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 I didn't
61.
rape her. It was
He dropped
consensual sex. It was
61 points
consensual
on
sex.
Denver that night.
Exactly. He did a lot for motherfuckers that get accused of rape and shit. He took that shit to court and beat that bitch.
'Cause
Lying.
he ain't raped that broad.
You ain't rape shit. Yeah, I ain't gotta rape you.
Only thing Kobe did wrong was try to fuck her in her ass without a condom.
Oh.
Excuse my
Oh,
language, but
Jesus, come on.
but outside of that, yo, I'm defending Kobe Bryant. If you want that work, call me. All right, fuck that shit. I'm Kobe Bryant advocate. Okay,
I see.
that's my man right there. So rest in
That's the
peace.
Black Mamba.
Mike Toronto, take
Oh
it easy,
man,
brother.
yo,
Black
that
Mamba.
rest in peace to him, man. Serious.
yeah,
That's
man,
my
it was
dude.
crazy, man.
It's a
You know what I'm
crazy way
saying?
to
It was
go,
crazy.
man.
Yep.
It,
Sad for the, like you got Kobe Bryant right there all the way to the left, but then you got all these other motherfuckers on the screen with him, man. That's what's worse, man. Three
And those
kids on
those
there
three
too.
kids, yeah, those 3 kids. That's a
yeah,
fucking
know,
the other
shame, man.
3 daughters, they gonna be sick growing up. His
Yeah,
wife,
who's
she gonna go
Christina Mauser?
absolutely crazy.
Christina Mauser's kind of hot, right? Look at that.
Oh, fall back, fall back. Christina Mauser's husband just made a report. He just did an interview on the Jenna and Hoda show a few minutes ago,
Thank you,
actually,
Cliff
and
Bravo.
he is obviously a loss without words, and he's now has to raise 3 young kids by himself.
Jesus.
He doesn't even know. He says, and I quote, "I don't know what the future holds. I
Yeah, man,
am
that's sad. See, that's the
scared.
sad.
I am
Yeah,
scared."
the
That's
the
the
people
mostly
that
sad
the
thing
people
about
that
it,
are left
man.
behind, man.
Yeah, man, they family, man. That's what you really feel sad about, man. The most. You gotta
Yeah,
Right.
remember
man, them
these
kids.
folks got brothers and sisters and other kids
Well,
and
Kobe has 3 other
mothers,
daughters and his
fathers.
wife, right?
Yeah, man.
Jesus
And his
Christ, that's
parents.
crazy.
Don't forget Kobe's parents
And
were
Right.
Kobe's
killed
They
by him
got
as
parents, yeah.
mothers,
well.
fathers, they got
Yeah.
cousins. They got a lot of people impacted by it. So I don't trip off people feeling sad about it. Only thing I trip off of is people who say they only reevaluating their life because it was a celebrity that got killed. Like people get killed and die all the time, and it shouldn't take
Every day.
for a celebrity to pass for you to want to hold your kids even tighter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
like I say, I wake up every day and be glad that I woke up. You see what I'm saying? Because a
He
lot of
says it.
motherfuckers ain't in our position, man.
Mhm. Say that
You
every day
don't
when I
know when
wake
that
up.
day. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you for seeing
I,
another day.
I try to be blessed for what I got and what I got.
Facts.
I don't wait until something happen to be
Blessed and chosen. That's
squeezing
what
my
I say
kids or
every
calling
fucking
them and
day.
shit.
Blessed and chosen. Every day.
Yeah, man.
That's it. But again, you know, a helicopter's not poor people problem, so I don't got to worry about that. And who's breathing on
Man.
the air? Come on, Clark. Jesus. That
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter weirdo shit, man. You know how fucking uncomfortable that shit is to listen to, bro? Is that Clark or Melquan?
What?
No, that was Clark.
I don't
He
know.
doesn't even know that he was doing it. Oh wait, he hung
Oh,
up.
that
He
was
hung up.
probably
He
me
hung up.
spraying air freshener.
Jesus. Oh, that was you sprayed air freshener?
Male sitting on the throne and shit, huh?
Nah,
Oh, that's so
nah.
funny. And
I
here I
got
am
He
giving
in the
Clark that
bathroom
work.
blowing that
And
I
here
got
I am
people
giving
coming in
Clark
out the
that
crib,
work.
so I got freshener.
That's fucked up. I thought Clark was fucking snoring.
Milk wine and like pops and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You
Spraying
don't
and
want to
shit.
come in here.
Nah, I was spraying my room.
Cali Nuts, what's
35
popping?
minutes.
Hey, salute
Not no
to Vic Vega for making a donation earlier. Let me see if I can just scroll back and read it. We got the super chat function now that we're
Salute, Big
monetized.
Vega.
Thank you very much. The media dictates the thoughts of many. Rest in peace to books. Yeah, you know, I hear you.
Rich gonna cry when that juicer stop working on his motherfucking ass.
No, I'm thinking of
Gonna start
investing. Let me
crying
tell you
in.
something. I'm thinking of investing in a high-powered juicer. Seriously. Because, you know, I do the math. You know, if every day I go buy a juice anywhere from $6 to
Milk wine,
$7,
this motherfucker
right?
wanna be
Yeah,
healthy.
now he want to be
shit, man.
fucking
You know what I'm
Jim
saying?
Jupiter.
It's
He want to be Jim Jupiter now.
all right. When I get the juicer, I'm going to make a little video of it. I'm going to share it with you people. But
He
I'm
trying
doing
to
the
get
math.
back to
I'm
his
doing the
Disco
math.
Richie days.
For,
and shit.
40,
You know what I'm
for, you
saying?
know, it comes out to
Yeah,
like
this
40,
nigga
between 42 to
Jim
50 a
Jupiter.
week. That's about 200 a month. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing
Look,
I
he
do is I
already
go
got the
juicing.
shit mapped out.
Yeah, you got to do the
Right.
math. That's it. You know what? You know what? Listen to me. Listen to me. That's the fucking Indian in me. That's how my father raised me. So he goes, no, you have to calculate the math. You know, how much are you spending? And then you're going to save the money.
Right.
You're
He
not
gonna
going
be
to
like,
save the
man, I
money.
can make making my own juice. I saved approximately 17
You
cents a
goddamn
week.
fucking right. It's all about saving money to Indian people, boy.
Oh man.
That's the Indian in me. I start breaking down shit annually. Well, how much is it going to cost a year? That's I do all. That's how I do my math. Well, how much is it going to cost me a year? That's it. Tell me how much it costs me a year.
But I seen somebody earlier in the chat mention, I can't remember who it was.
Today
was
I'm
like
drinking.
saying
I'm
that,
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you saying, Mac?
no, they were saying could Kobe Bryant possibly his estate get sued for wrongful death with them people in that chopper if they
That's a
prove
good
that.
question.
Somebody mentioned it in the chat, but I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure they
Good
will.
question.
Not like they need the money, but I'm pretty sure they will. Just on the principle, if they find out that they fucked up, if the company fucked up, the company's liable for all 9 of those lives. And I'm pretty much that'll be done with the company.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Shit.
So what are we saying? This is one of those high-powered luxury helicopters. It's not like the regular helicopters. It has like a helicopter
Yeah, this
jet
motherfucker-
to it, so like
Bryant
some
will be
GI Joe
flying in
shit.
a regular anything.
Yeah, this motherfucker look like, remember that, what was that TV show with the helicopter, Night Wolf and shit, back in the day? It was some helicopter like that, man. It's some nice shit, man.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Cliff,
yeah.
Cliff Bravo. I hear what you're saying. That's why I'm trying to invest in like maybe a more expensive one, like the ones the juicer has, because it just throws out the garbage to the back and boom, and it's fucking done. You know.
This nigga.
I'm talking to Cliff Bravo. You and your fake ass Lakers jersey. It's probably a fake knockoff. It's not even a real
You
jersey.
bugging, sir. I
Well,
never had
prove
no
it to
40,
me. Can
no
you prove it to
40
me?
shit.
How you know it's
got
not
the-
a fucking knockoff, man? You
got
didn't.
the shit in
You
fresh.
didn't fucking
Should've
make it.
He got the
My shit
authentic.
official. I bought my shit from the sports authority shit. You kidding me?
got
The Sports
the
Authority.
Hardwood
They
Classic.
get all this shit from China. You know what's going on in China right now? That's what I'm saying. What's the distraction here? Is it the coronavirus? Because we got to talk about the coronavirus. We have to talk about that. So, is it the coronavirus? Because all
But
along I'm
that's
saying.
a China problem, Rich.
Right.
Like how
No,
if
it
we
ain't a
going by
China
your theory-
problem. It ain't a China problem
here.
if people from China are coming to America and 5 or 6 people over the nobody got in America. And leave it to the Chinese, right? Where did you know where they said this started? It was a fucking fish market where they were selling skinned raccoons and skinned fucking
Ew.
birds and carcasses and
Why are they
shit
selling
and
that at a fish market?
well, because they're Chinese, and this is what Chinese people do. I guess.
But I thought you sell fish at a fish market.
Well,
See,
there
Rich,
was more than fish.
Richie
They were
Nancy
selling
Beach,
fucking
man.
skinned birds and fucking skinned raccoons and all sorts of fucking animals. And can you
TV
imagine
National
just
Beach.
putting all them animals together with all the fucking feces and the fucking urine and the fucking guts and the skin and
Ew.
in that fucking muck that they wallow in is now the coronavirus. So you can't trust the Chinese if they're telling you it's
Coronavirus.
5,000. It's probably 10,000.
They made that shit up in the laboratory and threw that shit in the air.
Church
This
Avenue
is-
Dan says 27 states have reported the virus already.
Yeah. How the fuck everybody that shit get from China? They just selected a bunch of Chinese people to just, all right, all y'all fly to these states go infect motherfuckers. Right. this is
Biological
world.
warfare, huh?
No,
The
but you got
population.
No, but you have American citizens that need to get back to America that are trapped in these lockdown cities, and that's the
Fuck outta
problem.
here. That
See,
shit
you
is
see how
propaganda.
you see how funny it is. You got people dying of the coronavirus. Melquan don't give a fuck.
No, I do give a fuck. I
No,
know
you
that shit
don't.
is
No,
man-
you
is-
fucking
that's a
don't.
man-made.
Bullshit. Do
That's
you?
a man-made virus.
Let me tell you something. You don't give a fuck because you're gonna be the first one here to go order some fast food Chinese.
I ain't going nowhere. I stay my. See, I'm smart. I ain't going to all of these places. I stay my ass home. On my way. Right?
As soon as I heard about this
shit ain't
corona,
out here.
listen. As soon as I heard about the coronavirus, I said, "Oh, I ain't fucking with no Chinese food till this shit is fucking dealt
Nigga, I don't
with."
even order Chinese food. I'm not fucking with none of that shit. Right?
Bullshit. You motherfucking 4 chicken wing, half a fried chicken, pork fries, right? Ordering motherfucker.
I make my
You
own
lying.
chicken wings.
You ain't
I
making
make
shit.
my own chicken wings. I make
With
my
your
own
fucking
shit.
fake ass Lakers jersey. That's
You
my
fucking-
my
shit ain't
team.
fake, bro.
That's
I got
my
the-
team.
I got the NBA championship Kobe jersey. You
Big
bugging.
fucking
The
deal.
Hardwood Classic, son.
Hardwood
Yeah, because
classic.
and then that's another reason why he ain't, because look at his team, the Knicks. How the fuck he gonna be happy or feel some type of way
They
about
not my
somebody else's
team,
sport?
stupid. Like the Lakers is not your organization. You have
Yes,
nothing
it
to
is.
do with
Yes,
the day.
it is.
You have
Yo,
nothing to do with the
when you walk
day-to-day
inside the Staples
operation
Center,
of the LA Lakers, loser.
when you
This
walk in the
yo, let me
Staples
tell you
Center, you
something.
see my picture.
Listen to me right now. This is what you and every weirdo fanatic fan thinks, that you're part of the team. You're
I'm not a
not part of
fanatic
the
fan.
team. It don't matter
I'm
how
not a
many
fanatic
games you
fan.
go to. It don't matter how many jerseys you buy. It don't matter how many
Nah.
seasons you've been following them. You ain't winning no championship. You
Yes,
ain't getting no
am.
bonus, or you're
I
not
got
getting
10
no
rings,
fucking ring.
nigga.
You're gonna
I
wake
just
up the
got-
next day and go back to your
Like I
fucking
said, man,
miserable job,
He don't got no
weirdo.
rings. He ain't got no ring. He wasn't even alive when Walt Frazier and them won the championship.
Jesus.
He ain't got no rings at all.
Willis Reed ain't
Baseball,
coming back up.
yo, he ain't got no rings in baseball, basketball, nothing. Football, all his teams suck. So he can't.
They not my teams, you loser. Why
Yes,
aren't you
it
not
is.
getting this through your head?
Those are your squads, and they stink. So, you know, the Lakers, we them guys. Okay?
You.
We them guys.
You're a fucking
we did-
loser who
we
never
did
had
16
friends.
times.
You never
16
had.
different
Listen to
times we
me.
threw it up in
Listen
the
to
air.
me. You never had friends, so you created this fantasy in your head that you were part of these fucking
I'm pretty
sports
popular,
teams.
sir. I'm pretty popular. I'm pretty popular, man.
Mills Lane goes, listen, Mills Lane goes, I don't even drink Coronas anymore since the virus came out.
Yeah. And Big Vega, you're absolutely right. That's the Agenda 21.
Is that our boy Cali Connected right there?
Salute, Cali
What's
Yo,
Connected.
Cali,
poppin', son? Yo,
Lakers
Cali, what's
Nation.
good? Yo, how you feeling out there, man? Yo, Cali, don't tell me you were crying like MELQUAN, man.
Yo, Cali, tell him, call in and give him that
Tell him
work
that
and
real
let him
men
know.
don't cry over sports athletes, Cali. Let him know. Let him know
Let,
real men
let,
don't
I don't know.
shed no tears like that.
Cali,
I was
can you
saying,
call in? If you could call in, man, give us the atmosphere, give us the vibe
Yeah,
out there in
it's
Cali
still
right
the
now.
same number, son. Even though you made a banner, remember when we put the number in the graveyard?
and
Yeah,
I was sad as fuck
347.
when Walter Payton had died too, because that shit was fucked up too, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That was some fucked up shit to me. You know what I'm
Rich
saying?
like,
But
nah, I don't be crying, son. Shit be
I,
fucked up,
I,
man.
I listen. I cry for a lot of shit. I ain't crying for no athletes that die, bro.
You because your athletes suck, and then they go die at their crib, so you don't even hear about them. Unless you go on sports or something, then
Nigga,
you
my
yeah, this
heroes
nigga
have
was
been doing
90.
crack
He
and
dead.
cocaine. Listen, my heroes have been
Yeah,
doing crack and cocaine since
all your
1986.
heroes are
Hold
drug addicts.
that.
all right,
That's a
all
real
his role models.
those are real life role models. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo,
They don't got no
all,
time for no helicopters. That's why they still alive. Hold
yo,
that.
He said,
all the
he said
rich
all his role
heroes
models
are
still copping two for
crackheads and
15.
dopefiends. Oh, Dallas Strawberry,
So what if
crackhead,
Keith Hernandez,
dope.
Donald Strawberry, and Dwight Gooden were doing coke? We're champions,
That's
baby. We're
the Bing
champions.
Bing, the Bing Bing Squad. Oh shit!
I got a
That's
picture
why
of that
you're a
shit right
loser.
there.
That's
All his,
why you're a loser.
that's why you're Mac. That's why he's a loser because
Right,
his
right,
heroes,
right. All
all his
your
teammates,
organizations are winners, right? You fucking loser.
yeah, all his teammates, they alcoholics, or they just fucked up in the game.
Yo, JPS, give him some
What's
more. Go ahead.
poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I'm gonna tell you
Love
a
it.
funny
Yeah.
ass true story. Remember back when Magic Johnson came out with the HIV shit?
Yes.
Listen,
Don't do that,
What
son.
happened? He's
Don't do
not
that,
part of your
son.
team?
listen,
Mr.
I cried like a
HIV
baby.
Magic
listen to
Man?
the
I
story.
cried like a baby, sir. Don't do that.
Listen, yes, I will. Because my
Yes,
boys
he
are sitting there.
will.
He
Yes,
said, yes,
he's
I
gonna laugh.
will.
Look, you were laughing like shit because my boy started crying profusely. What the fuck is wrong with you? He said, Michael Jordan has HIV. He said, don't, nigga. He said, Magic Johnson. He stopped immediately and said, oh. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was crying. He thought it was Michael Jordan. He was crying like a baby. He said, yo, it's Magic Johnson, nigga. He said, oh. And stop
Yeah,
crying. Get the fuck out of here.
he didn't give a fuck once he found out it was magic and shit.
Didn't give a
Man.
fuck.
I cried like a baby when Magic said that shit. Magic and Easy. I was like
Yo,
snot
you
dripping on
are a
my lip.
fuck. Yo, listen to me. You
Yo,
are
snot
a
dripping on
ultimate.
my lip and
Listen.
everything. I'm like, oh no, Magic Johnson, no. It's like,
Yo,
You had to keep it 100.
you're a
I was,
fucking
yeah.
weirdo, bro.
Couldn't breathe like that. I'm like, no, Magic, no. Say, no, say.
here's the
Like,
question. You saw the
Wow. He
Magic
said, no
Johnson
way. He
jersey
said
before.
snot dripping out of his nose, dripping onto his clothes.
well, it's not on your shirt or like, no, Magic, no. Say.
Your car
No,
was like,
Magic, no. Yo, you
your
are
car
the
was like,
ultimate loser today, bro.
Yo, people impact their life, bro. How you can accept that?
your car was like
Man.
Roscoe from Martin and shit, the little kid.
Yeah. Yo, Michael Jackson, all that shit, man. I'm like,
Yo,
no,
I
son,
ain't. Let me
no.
tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck how many awards you won, or how many movies you made. If I don't know you, I don't give a fuck what happens. I'll feel bad that you passed away,
Yeah,
but I ain't
no,
fucking crying for you. I cry for my peoples, and that's it. That's who I cry for. I don't cry for
fact.
people I don't know.
Yo,
That's
Half your
people was
people,
blowing my
half your
absurd.
phone
people,
up. People was blowing my phone up. I'm telling you, I'm part of the Laker Nation. People were calling me from
Yo,
everywhere. They
Mac
like, yo,
J, do
son,
you
your
hear this
man
shit?
just died.
He's part
That's
of the
how I found
Lake.
out.
There is no Laker Nation, you maniac. You're
Yo,
fucking
put the Knicks
LeBron got
on.
every fucking jersey in NBA and NFL. Really? You got jersey
Yeah.
in everything.
Nah. Lakers, Yankees. Everybody else, and the 49ers,
You know,
excuse me.
Yo, let me
know
tell
what's
you
crazy?
something. I swear to God, right now, every player on the LA Lakers
That's all
could
y'all
catch the
back.
coronavirus right now. I wouldn't give a shit. How about that? I
Damn.
wouldn't.
Mm. You know what's crazy though? When Magic Johnson did announce he had AIDS, we would have thought he would have been dead by now.
Yeah, well,
And Kobe
that's
Bryant,
the
20
most
years later,
amazing
died
thing
of
about
COVID.
Magic Johnson getting AIDS is that he still looks like he
He's
doesn't have
still alive,
AIDS,
man.
and you figured that out.
Yeah,
That's
that's crazy, man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
You would have
right,
thought he would
so
have been gone before Kobe. That's what
so
I'm
Mills
saying.
Lane talking shit because Philly beat the Lakers the other day.
Church
So you
Avenue
guys
Dan
are
says
losers too.
Church Avenue Dan says Magic Johnson doesn't have AIDS. You know what? Actually, if you can get those numbers so fucking low with today's medicine, they're saying that you could actually have sex without a condom and not transfer the disease, which is a very crazy statement. Hold on 1 second. I need everybody to fall back because I still got my man's number in the fucking phone book. Mr. Nason, the one and only
Yo,
My
representing the
man.
fucking
What's
West
poppin',
Coast.
Mason?
What's popping, kid?
Hey,
man,
son.
what's popping, y'all, man? Just calling to check in, man. You know, it's been a crazy couple hours out here.
Right,
Everybody's fucking still shocked and shit. Shit is
right.
fucking insane, bro. I gotta
Damn.
say now, on a personal note, I didn't cry.
Good man. Good
When I
man.
saw the video, when I found out his daughter was in there, I mean, I damn near
That's
got
what
close. I ain't
broke
gonna
my
lie to
heart
you, man.
too, bro. That's what broke my heart too. That his daughter
The
passed
real
away.
shit, man. It's the real shit. So, you
Yep.
know, it's just one of those things that just, you really look at everything and just look at trivial bullshit a different way and just kind of, you know, prioritize the shit you can appreciate. You know what I mean? Because
Facts.
Life is
the
short,
guy did a
man.
lot. He did a lot, man. He did a lot in those 41 years.
You goddamn right. He did a lot.
You know,
He did more in 41 years than people could do in 441 years. That's how much he did.
yeah. It's a
That's
big
why
deal, man. It's a
he'll
big
never
deal.
really die. His legend will never die. Kobe Bryant will live on for fucking ever, dude. Forever.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know
Way
what?
after we are
And,
gone and forgotten and our families are gone and forgotten. Kobe Bryant, will stand the testament of time, as they say, because of what he did in 41 years. That's crazy.
yeah, man. That dude was a real role model out here, and everybody's all shook up. It's a lot of, you know. I was actually at the mall when the news came down. I started getting phone calls. People asking me, was it real? And matter of fact, I even talked to my man D Holla. Salute to D Holla, and shit is just
Salute to
insane,
Diala.
man.
I
There's
see you in the room.
a lot of people just in disbelief right now, man. That's the whole
Yo,
mood out here right now. Everybody's like waiting for this shit to be fake news or something, you know?
Right,
yeah.
right.
Insane, man.
'Cause that's how I thought it was. My cousin called me. I was on the bus heading home. He's like, yo, your man died. I was like, my man died. I was like, who? He's like, Kobe Bryant. I was like, right. All as soon as I got off the phone with him, my phone just blew up with
Yeah, that's not
all the
really a
information.
man,
I was
by the
like,
way.
what? This is real?
Yeah. That's how big it was, man. I'm walking around the fucking mall and you see everybody kind of just looking down at their phones, looking sad. And then I just walked past this one dude and he just asked me, he said, hey man, have you heard? I just said, yeah, man, I heard, bro. I heard, man. And that was the whole mood, bro. It was all fucked up yesterday. You know, God bless him. God bless everybody on that helicopter. And,
Yeah.
you know
Well
what I'm saying?
said, bro.
It makes you want to appreciate your family, appreciate your time. Appreciate your time on earth, man.
Facts.
Yep. That's what I'm trying. That's what I be trying to say, man. Like, don't wait until somebody die to appreciate that shit, man. Tell your people you love them every fucking day you see them. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that don't always mean by just literally saying I love you. Like the actions and the way you treat people and the way you fuck with your people. Let them know that you love them before they gone. Because once they gone, they gone, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back. Shit. And a lot of this generation grew up with Kobe as their guy. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna feel some type of way about it, man.
Yeah, he did speak
all
multiple
fucked up.
I'm wearing
languages.
my Kobe
He was smart.
jersey for like half of this year.
Yeah, don't even wash
Yeah.
it. Just
I'm
wear
not.
it. Don't wash it.
Hey, hey,
And I got both of them.
Melquan,
What's
Melquan is
good?
absolutely right, bro. There is a Laker Nation,
All
every
day,
place,
every day.
everywhere.
There's
There
no
is a
such
fucking
thing.
Laker Nation.
I'm trying to tell him.
There's a
That's
Laker
because
There's
he's
Nation.
no
a
such thing.
yo.
I will
We
not
need to
believe.
we
Nathan.
need to
I will
find
not
Yo,
we need to
believe in
find
such
Nathan. He's a
myth.
Melquan out there for
dumbass Knicks
proving.
fan. That's why he
These are
don't know
these are
about Knicks.
these are myths. These are myths, and these are rumors,
No,
unproven and
these are the
I
unfounded.
don't
truth.
know. I don't know. I don't know about having like every in your closet, every jersey. But I know there is a Laker Nation. That's what
I don't have every jersey, sir. I only have my team's jersey.
Maybe a nation of
That's what
Laker
My
losers,
teams.
but
besides this tragic information, we want to call up to everybody Happy New Year.
yeah. Happy New Year
Hope
to
y'all
you too,
enjoy
bro.
the
It's
You
good.
rest
too,
It's
of
good.
brother.
It's good to hear your
you know what
voice
I'm
on this
saying?
platform, sir.
Oh yeah, man.
It
I'm
reminds us.
definitely
It
different,
reminds
but
me of the good old days, man.
hey,
It's
man,
like I just
I'm
stepped
always
into a
listening,
fucking
man.
time machine. Of course, I know that, man. You're listen to me. You are respected and you are missed. All right, my friend.
Hey, man. Much love,
It's
bro.
good.
Much
It's
love,
good to
Big
hear
Rich.
you.
And
Nothing but love over
everybody
here.
tuning in.
Really quick, HB2N said Kobe lost his life at his Kobe lost his life and his daughter's life going to a women's basketball game. And realistically, if that's how you want to put it, that is correct.
Yeah, he was going to his
True.
daughter's game.
Yeah, Jay Cachet said,
That
"Who's
is
rolling
true.
the?" Jay said, "Who?" Jay Cachet said, "Who's rolling the raw dog AIDS dice?" When I heard that commercial about the numbers being so low that people could have unprotected sex, I said, "You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to start another fucking AIDS epidemic." That's the craziest thing that you could put out in the public. But yeah, I don't know, I don't know about no rolling no dice. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about that. But
Yeah, you
all
see?
right.
Bloop, bloop.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
stop.
get back to the show.
Yeah,
Wanted
yeah.
to say,
Salute to you,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
Thanks for
Yo,
listening. Yeah,
salute to you,
absolutely,
Everybody,
bro.
man.
Nixon.
God bless, man. All right.
Laker
Talk to y'all later.
Nation all day, baby.
There's no such thing where you get it out of your fucking head.
Yo, it
There's
is
no
a
such
Laker
thing. There
Nation.
is no Laker Nation. There's just a
Because it
group
ain't
of.
no Knicks
There's just a
Nation. Ain't no
fucking.
Mets Nation.
There's a group of people that like a particular team that are fucking gassed.
Nah, son. We
Weirdos.
are a nation.
We are a
Purple
nation.
and gold.
You ain't
Purple
a
and gold.
nation of shit.
One nation under a groove, man. You all know. So, champions.
So really
Eh?
quick, how you know? Melquan, here's how you know if you're gonna catch the coronavirus by fucking with that Chinese fast.
I don't even drink Corona. I drink Heineken,
Fucking with
right?
that
Fuck that.
fucking with that fast.
I'm fucking with the Holland people. Okay?
So
We don't
so
fuck
they're
with China.
saying that potential complications can be in high fever of above 100 degrees. You could have trouble breathing, which could lead to pneumonia, and which can then eventually lead to sepsis or even death. So leave it to the Chinese to just not have any health inspectors because they don't give a fuck. And you got people with all types of fucking carcasses and fucking guts and feces and all types of fucking ingredients that you could just mix together to summer up a new fucking health scare. But here it is, the coronavirus, which is interesting. My boy literally thinks that it's the Captain Trips. And if you guys never heard of Captain Trips, Stephen King wrote a book called The Stand, and in The Stand, most of the population got wiped out by a disease called Captain Trips. So, I don't know if this is Captain Trips, but I will tell you this much. We went through an Ebola scare. We went through a fucking Zika virus scare. We went, every fucking 3 to 4 years, there's a new fucking, global epidemic or what can become a pandemic. So I don't know if this one is really the one that people need to concern themselves about, but it's spreading like wildfire through China. And if the Chinese are giving you one number, I would fucking double it just based on the fucking population out there. There's a lot of people out there. So, who knows? Is this a man-made disease to deal with the population problem of, Asia? Because there's a lot of people in the world. I don't know.
Depopulation time.
You think it's depopulation time? You think this is the
Yeah,
distraction that everybody needs to look at from the impeachment hearings? See, because I was
yes,
walking around saying that the impeachment hearings
that's exactly what it
is
is.
the distraction in itself. So everybody's looking at the impeachment hearings, even though we know people are not going to get impeached. And let's not look at what's going on in the world around us. Now I'm thinking, well, maybe everything that's going on in the world around us is actually the distraction. So we're not paying attention to the impeachment hearings. I don't know which one it is, but I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump is not going to get impeached, you know?
Nah, he
Who
gonna
gives
win
a
again.
fuck? My thing is, who gives a fuck whether he
Yeah,
get
well,
impeached or not?
yeah.
These folks gonna do what they want to
Where
do.
the
You know what
hell
I'm
is the
saying?
nurse?
Exactly,
He,
exactly.
yo, I gotta go, man.
Well, thank
Like,
God for
damn, good
that.
and hard,
Thank God for
good and
that.
health
Yeah,
is hard
thank
to find.
God for that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
You know, these
yeah,
sport fanatic weirdos call
yeah,
up, you
yeah.
know,
Rest in peace,
it's
Kobe
so
Bryant. Yeah,
hard to
to
say
say
goodbye
goodbye
to
to
Mel
you
Quinn.
yesterday. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Uh,
I will keep your legacy going on, man. And Vic Vega, I don't have money for a plane ticket to this Stable Center, sir. I saw your little comment.
but why is comment got to be little, you know? The font
Yeah,
size is the same.
he's like, yo, once you get a ticket and ride with the team out there, then I don't have
No,
money
no,
right
I
now,
swear to
sir.
God, how funny would it be if Melquan, we get a video of Melquan hitchhiking through the country,
Yo, if I
hitchhiking through
could,
the
I would.
country to get to
Yo,
LA. Like, yo, I'm trying to make it to his
if
funeral and
I could be
shit.
in LA, if I could be in LA right now, I'll be out there right now.
Or we can get a Zoom picture of Milquan at the funeral, sitting
We
right up there
could
on stage.
get a look
All
shot.
right, okay, okay. You think
But
it'll be?
yo,
You think it's gonna be a bigger funeral than Michael Jackson's?
I
damn
don't
near.
know. They only can get X amount of people in the Staples Center if that's where they have
Well,
it
I'm
at. You know what
talking
I'm saying?
about,
So
the line of
Nipsey
people
shit was
lining
packed
up.
too.
You think it's gonna be?
Yeah,
I
man,
think it'll
Kobe
be
was
bigger than
loved,
Nipsey.
man.
I think it's gonna be
Kobe
bigger
was
than Michael,
loved.
man. I'm telling you. I think the turnout for Kobe, I think it's gonna be worldwide. It's not gonna be just an LA thing. I think people from all
Like it
over the
was.
world, you know, these Kobe
Like I,
fanatics
Mike,
might just show up.
everybody have a bad day, and I hope your day goes bad. All right. Salute. Salute,
I
and
fucking love
Mac
you,
J, good
Melquan,
luck.
man. You are
Good
funny.
luck with this guy. Good luck with this guy on the rest of the show. I'll be listening. Salute, everybody.
Peace, Mel. I don't know. Lakers Nation, Mac J. I'm not all about all that. But yeah, Kobe is a world legend. Yeah, I think this funeral in L.A. when they whatever funeral it is, I mean, and I don't mean to sound crude, but if there's any remains, I can't see it. There being a casket. Like so.
yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
assuming that there'll be, I
I
guess.
don't like open. I don't like open casket funerals anyway. Myself, man.
Well, I mean, my father
Usually
had
I
my
stay.
father had one, so that was
Yeah, my
shocking.
dad did too, but you know what I'm saying. That's just how I just everybody mourn differently. You know what I'm saying. Everybody. Some people choose to not see people like that. You know what I'm saying. We just keep a memory of them, but I don't know. Sometimes it's religious things too. Some people get cremated and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how
right.
I am.
I
Don't view
hope,
my
I hope,
body
I
shit.
hope, I hope. Yeah, yeah. Cremate me, and then just whatever container you use to hold my
Just
ashes.
don't
That's the only
right. Just
thing
don't
that should be
spill
out there.
right. Just don't spill my ashes on the carpet or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
don't even got to put me in a fancy can. You could put me in, a fucking Folgers can. It don't matter to
Folgers.
me. Who gives a fuck? How the fuck am I gonna know? Once I'm dead, I'm free from all
Right.
worldly fucking, pain or
Exactly.
whatever. I feel bad for the ones that love me that have to, attend my funeral. Like shit, Big Rich is gone and shit. Me, I'll be free. There's no such thing as Laker Nation, you weirdo. Just want to let Melquan did the rule with all that shit. Number 8, number 24. What's that, a code? Why do
That's
some
another
fathers
source.
treat their daughters like sons? Well, I mean, he has 4 daughters. He has no sons. So maybe this daughter was the closest. Like Melquan said, this daughter was like the female Kobe, right? And
Yeah, she was hooping. She was doing her thing, man. That's why I say it's so sad, man, because when children die, it's always gonna be super sad because you don't know where they would have went in life. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
They didn't
She
even
could
get
have
the
she could
option
have gone
for
on
it.
to
So
been a champion in the WNBA and like get mad rings
right.
like her
She
dad.
could have be right, she could have became anything though. Could have became a doctor, lawyer, anything. Shit that you do as a kid.
JPS. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say shit you do as a kid don't define how you gonna be as an adult. But she didn't what's sad is they didn't get a chance to make it there. You know what I'm saying? And for his wife, man, to have to bury her husband and her daughter. No parent should have to bury their child, man. Like
Jesus.
anybody should feel that shit, man.
Listen, child,
Shit.
parent. I don't want to bury nobody, man, but that's just the way life is. It's
Yep.
fucking crazy.
Life. Enjoy it while it's here. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. Fuck it. Like you say, too blessed to be stressed, huh, Rich?
Yeah, blessed and chosen. Fucking life is hell. You can't walk around stressed. Life is. Listen, like I said, helicopters is not a poor person's problem. Now I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I don't got to worry about helicopters. That's a rich person's problem. I'm blessed and
Yeah, but
chosen.
that is a everybody
Well,
problem. You see
that
what I'm
is an
saying?
everybody problem, absolutely. But helicopters is not. You know, toss my ashes over a field of crickets. That's funny.
Hell yeah.
John Paulton said, "Put my ashes in a Belmont Park." I said, "Take my ashes and plant them in soil that you're gonna grow trees out of, and smoke and smoke. Grow a
Have
strain
a
out of
rich
my
strain.
ashes. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
call it
But
in.
at the same
Call it
time, I
in.
don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
call it.
I don't give a fuck what they do with me as long as they don't have me all. You know those funerals where they get people all posed up and sitting up like they doing regular shit. My
Oh
family better
man,
not never do no
you
shit
see,
like
remember
that.
the one with the dude sitting there playing video games? Yo, I
Yeah, you know
was
what I'm saying.
dying, son.
I
I
don't
yo,
want no shit like that. I seen
that
pictures where
shit is
motherfuckers was
fucking corny.
sitting on their motorcycles or in their cars and shit like
Shit
that.
is.
No, I don't want no shit like that.
Don't invite me to a funeral like that. I'll laugh and take pictures of that shit. Put that shit up.
They had old boys sitting there playing the Xbox and shit. No, I don't want no shit like that. Shit, have a party. Don't be crying, doing all this shit. Get over that shit. Kick it. Celebrate a motherfucker. That's how I feel.
And the funny thing is, I see Chinese people walking around New York with those face masks, and I'm like, yo, how dare you? You guys created the coronavirus, and you're
Have
walking
you ever
around covering your face like we got something wrong with our hair.
have you have you ever seen a Chinese funeral? Think about
No, I have not.
it. Me either, man. Them folks live forever, man. Don't believe the hype.
That's too funny.
That disease probably already been out. Could be some biological warfare type shit too. They could have made up some shit and just tested it on their own fucking people. I don't put nothing past them motherfuckers over there.
I don't know
Let's see what.
HB2N. I don't know if they're all turned lesbians. I also I don't have kids, so I can't experiment. I can't experiment on them like parents do when they push them into certain things. Because all that is an experiment on your kids when you do shit like that. When you
When you
try to
push your kids
when
into
you
doing
put
things,
and instead of letting them do it naturally, you don't know how that's gonna turn out.
right? Yeah, you got to push your kids to do things, but you can't make the things that you push your kids in from your agenda. Sometimes, you
Right?
know what I'm saying? Like the parents that they live they dreams and hopes through their kids, and sometimes that shit fuck the kids up because they didn't have no choice in that. You know what I'm saying? When you a kid, you don't got no choice in
Yo,
how your parents gonna raise you or
when,
what they got for you.
excuse me. When I was young, I told my dad I wanted to learn how to be a radio disc jockey. Like I want to talk on the radio. I told my father. He just goes, nope. Then I told my dad, listen, I want, I like writing. I used to write like stories all the time and try to write, I would use all my classmates as characters and I would write like movies or like, well, not movies, but like stories and then read them out to the class. And I told my dad, yo, let me go to filmmaking school. My father goes, no, you're going to be an accountant. Be an accountant. telling my dad I want to do all these things. My father goes, "No, you're going to be an accountant." And I'm just like, "Fuck,"
Uh,
and I'm fucked because
yeah, my dad crushed. I told you about how he crushed mine one time. I told you I wanted to be a ventriloquist
yeah,
for
right,
real,
yeah,
man.
but that
That wasn't no fake shit. You know what I'm saying? I probably could have went so far with it, but my old dude, he cracked that joke on me, man, and it shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker saying, "How your mouth moving faster than a dummy? You fucking dummy." You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt my soul at the time. So you can be impactful on your kids too, man. So you just gotta, it
HB2N.
ain't no handbooks to this
Yeah,
shit.
I see where you're coming from in that sense. You're being a little more business minded about it. Like you're not going to push her into something that she can't survive on, or perhaps you
And
get
male counterpart
kickbacks
sports.
on her income for pushing her in the right direction.
Yeah, cause
But
the little
yeah, tennis
girl,
and golf, she could get
the
paid.
little Coco chick, man, she beat the number one player in like straight sets the other day. I seen that chick. She like 15 years old, little black girl, man, out there whooping the number one ranked in the world in the
Playing
Australian Open.
tennis.
Yeah, straight sets. We might have a new young little Serena on our
Oh,
hands with
that's
her.
dope. What's her name?
She only, I think her name Coco something. I don't know her last name. She's like 15 years old.
Church Avenue Dan said his father once yelled at him for bringing home basketball trophies as a youth. Too many basketball trophies. Well, what are you gonna do? Play basketball all the time? Yo, old school fathers that are first generation fathers that were not born in America but that came from another country but that have their child in America. You understand what I'm saying? So they're raising a child but not in their country in America. Those fathers are the funniest. My father was that father. No matter even if we lived in America, it's an Indian house. You got to speak, Gujarati. You're not allowed to
trying to
have
keep you up,
right.
trying to keep your
No,
culture in you and
the
shit. You know
best
what I'm
one,
saying?
the best one is he goes to me, he goes, "You're not allowed to have American friends." So I said,
Damn.
"But dude, we live
Did
in
he ever tell
America."
you can't have no nigger friends,
But I
Rich?
said
You
we
can't.
live in no. He
Don't
never
bring
he,
no
no, he
niggers here.
never said that. No,
Don't bring no black people.
never said that. My neighbors did. My neighbors did. Danny, good morning, sir. What's popping?
My
Coco
man,
Golf. I
do
think
you
that's her
want to
name.
laugh right now? Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to hear part two? Do you want to hear part two of that story? You want to hear the funniest
What are
shit?
you gonna
Because I'm
do?
gonna
Just
show.
play
I'm gonna show you.
basketball your whole life?
I'm gonna tell you about what his immigrant father is. Well, listen to this, bro. This is no joke. I swear on my kids. Listen. By the time I hit about finishing up sixth grade, I was like 11 and a half, just getting ready to, almost 12, right?
Yeah.
I was literally just under 6 foot. That's how tall I was as a youth.
Wow.
So you got to understand. Plus, my older brother's 8 years older. We played ball, so I grew up being pressured to play. Like I used to always teach me shit. So
Right.
I was good. I played AAU. I played against kids that went to the league, all of that. But it's crazy because I'm at a tournament, right? And my parents were busy working. I just went out, boom. I played some team. They took me to fucking 125th Street in Harlem. It was called Citywide, right? I thought I was tall. I'm playing the kid. The kid's 6'8", but I demolished him. The kid couldn't even run. He was so doofy. You know what I mean? He was
Right.
big, but he was fucking slow.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, after the game, the coach comes, right? Talks to my coach. And I just met this guy. Like I said, I'm a young kid. He was from a special school in Harlem, right? It was called Mount Carmel something. It was like one of those Catholic schools up in Harlem.
Okay.
The guy told the coach, my coach, he goes, "Listen, you got to bring me to this kid's father and his mother because I'm going to pick him up every day from Brooklyn. I'm going to drop him off. I want this kid to come and play and come to this school." That's how bad the guy wanted to fucking recruit me. I was literally 12, bro, maybe 13, the most. No, matter of fact, yeah, I was 12. Bro, the guy comes to my house, bro. Once the guy told my father, once the guy told my father, "We're gonna take your son from across the street." My school is right across the street, mind you. Boom, go across the street, you stupid idiot. Yeah, go fucking stay there for 6 hours while mom and daddy go to work. The guy goes, "Our school is Mount Carmel Catholic School, so I'm Muslim." He already mentions Catholic school. He's thinking they're gonna convert me, teach me stuff. Now he's real paranoid.
But it wasn't even that. What the fuck you guys said Mount Carmel? My father said, because my father used to drive a yellow cab, so he knew, I guess, where that area was as soon as he said it. My father goes, Mount Carmel? What, you gonna take my son to Holland to sell the drugs? Get the fuck out of my house. You crazy? Yo, I was so fucking embarrassed. I was like, bro, this guy's gonna think
That's
I'm a
too
fucking,
funny.
this guy's gonna think I'm from like the most racist family. Yo, my father's just sarcastic, and he barely speaks. You know, he's funny and intelligent in Albanian, but in English, yo, bro, I've had to stop people because he'll say some shit. And they'll pop their eyes. I'm like, what the fuck did you say to me? I'm like, no, he doesn't mean it that way, sir. He's horrible, bro. Swear to God, son. Yo, I'm so fucking embarrassed.
No, no, but that's how immigrant parents think. That's
Yo, you
it.
want to know the
They
fucked
only know
You
what
want
they're told by the news. They only know what they're told by other people. They don't come to
no,
this country knowing where what is what. It's crazy.
you know what it is? Because see, when did your father come here? If you don't mind me asking.
1969.
See, my father came in '72.
There you go.
That's when a lot of people were fucking leaving America, bro, and going back.
Right.
My father says, you know how many Albanians came in right around when your dad came in the early '70s? They went back. It was bad here, bro. Half the Bronx was burned down. That's why the Albanians went there. They were like, yeah, it's the cheapest area right there. It's all burned down.
Right.
And now you look, it's like flooded.
No, they
You know,
rebuilt.
it was bugged out back then, bro. It was serious. But that was really, really embarrassing, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta
no,
answer your
no.
father.
Right. That's
Yo,
what my
you
father
wanna?
told me. My father goes, "You can't have American friends." And I go to my dad, but I go, "We
Yo, I
live in
wasn't even
America.
allowed
What
to
do you
bring
mean?"
people to my house. I don't know about you. I wasn't allowed to, unless my dad really knew the person, like knew them. I wasn't allowed to ever bring a friend over the
No, you
house.
wasn't allowed. And I and I
Ever,
had a- and I had a
ever.
si- and I had a sister, so they weren't even allowed to look
Oh
at her.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, of course,
So
of course,
they're
yeah, bro,
they're
yeah,
exactly though. You got a sister, you can't. I go, what the fuck? I go, my friends have sisters. I can't go to their house. How am I supposed to tell them that they can't come over if I can go over there? Hey, you think my because I don't give a fuck what you tell them.
and they're gonna
They can't come
automatically think
here.
you're racist. No matter what nationality that person is, you're not letting the house. They're gonna think you're
Yeah, and
racist.
they're gonna think you're
Even if they're
racist. Right,
Asian or
right,
Arabic or something,
right. Yeah,
they're gonna have
yeah.
eyes for racist. Yo, you know how? Can you imagine how embarrassed I was? This
No, I
guy,
know,
bro.
I know. My listen to me. My friend needed to use the bathroom, and my mother goes, "No, you can't use the." And I'm looking at him like, "Yo, what do you mean he has to use the?" She goes, "Nope." She goes, "You're not using the bathroom." I said, "Holy shit."
There's a store at the
Yeah.
corner. That's the guy in the store.
Too funny. Salute to Cliff Bravo. Thank you for your donation. Que lo queja. Salute mi gente. Ruckus, remind Clark Kent about the crisis on Infinite Earths. Salute to all. I will remind them. I absolutely will. I got you.
But bro, you want to know the most fucked up part about that story I'm telling you right now?
Go ahead.
You can even check it. If you go, there's a basketball magazine. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's called Slam.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Slam
Yeah.
magazine.
That school, I swam both of my sons. That maybe about 8, 9 months after that guy left my house, they were on the fucking front cover of the Slam. I would have
Wow.
been there, bro. That shit broke my heart, and I always told him, and I showed it to him. I'll never forget showing it. Look, this is the fucking school you didn't fucking let me go to. Look at it. They made the front fucking cover. And then I think he realized, like, all right, maybe he is all right. So I say, who gets yelled at for bringing trophies? I
No,
literally, at
that's funny.
that day, I brought home an MVP from the Kenny Anderson tournament inside of. Have you ever been to Left Rack City in Queens?
Yeah, of course.
It's like a fucking city within the city. I'll never forget.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
was 12 years old, bro, walking through a fucking thing with my team. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? It was a long garage. Bro, when you walk out, bro, it's really its own fucking city. You come out the garage. I was like, holy shit, they got a pool, brand new courts,
Yeah.
breakaway rims. I was like, yo, man, the project. What the fuck's so bad about the project? Like, what the fuck are they complaining about over there? This shit ain't tough. I don't got no goddamn pool and basketball court where I live.
Yeah,
I gotta
left rack,
fucking walk all the way there.
left rack does have a pool and basketball court. Absolutely. Got a lot of
Yo, bro,
fucking crack and dope in it too,
I
but
won MVP 1996, bro,
that's cool.
in the Biddy League. And I'll never forget getting yelled at. My father, I come home with a big 3-foot trophy, and another trophy, and another. He said, "Where the hell are you gonna put these? We don't have space for these fucking things." I was like, "What?"
That's too funny.
Oh, bro, that was a show. Nah, that was a show. Nah, but I just wanted to call for that.
No, yeah, no, I know how it's. Believe me, I went through that with my parents because it was just embarrassing moment after embarrassing
What was
moment.
the first girlfriend you told him you had?
Listen, listen to me. Listen to
He didn't get
me.
that opportunity.
Listen to me. I was in the I was in the 8th grade. He went through my jacket. He found the letter from this fucking Spanish girl, and when he was fucking X-rated. He shipped me to India, bro. He didn't even let me finish the 8th grade.
you did, you did, you didn't even get a. Yo, what's that shit called? They fucking arrest you. You didn't even get to go to grand jury. You
Right.
fucking skipped grand
I
jury. You
got
just
I
got
skipped
direct
everything and I
deportation.
got shipped off to a fucking mountain in Rajasthan, India, which is I would assume I guess going I don't even know where the fuck it is. But it was a mountain called Mount Abu. And on top of I swear to God, Mount Abu. And on top of this fucking mountain was a fucking city, bro. I couldn't fucking believe. I go, yo, we're on top of a fucking mountain, bro. And he shipped me
Abu
off to a
Dhabi.
fucking all boys boarding school, dude. For
How
real.
long? How long? How long did you have to stay there?
Well, I stayed there till I fucking lost 30 pounds of water in 30 days. And
Yeah,
my mother
he
goes,
had
nope.
malaria and shit.
I had malaria. I had fucking jaundice. My sister had fucking malaria. My mother goes, yo, your experiment is fucking over. I go, unless you want to come here and bury your children, I suggest you send me the money I need to get them fucking better so I can bring them home. And that's what happened.
Oh, you're a fucking soldier, damn boy. And
Dude,
that was
let me
just
tell you
over a
something.
letter.
I was walking to fucking school in 102 degrees with 103-degree fever with a winter coat on in the
Damn.
fucking jungles of India, my dude. Shivering, shivering. And I say, yo, I go, yo, and I used to fucking laugh. I go, yo,
Meanwhile,
I
so
go,
you
yo,
ain't go to no boarding school,
I'm
man.
gonna fucking die out here. That's what I said. I go, I'm gonna die out here, my dude. It was crazy. But
He got
what
out there with the bubble coat on and shit.
with the
I would
fucking
love to know
coat.
what kind of shit was in that letter that he put you on a plane. What the hell could an eighth grade
Yo,
girl
let me
write
tell you,
that was
let me
that
tell you
bad?
something. I'll tell you this much: the girl grew up to become a fucking whore and a stripper. So you can only imagine what the girl fucking wrote.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you, if
It
that girl's
was
a stripper, I'll
crazy.
guarantee she has a nice car. You know, she can afford to
Nah,
light
she
up
was
every
one.
now and then.
She grew up to be one
I
of these
don't judge
bum
them,
bitch
bro.
strippers.
I
She
don't
ain't
judge them,
smart.
Rich. I'll take anything. If they're paying, I'll take them. If they're pretty and they got a car,
Damn.
they're good for something. For something, they're good. I used to like that place, Mermaids over there.
Yeah,
Mermaids in
mermaids in
Astoria.
Astoria. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I used to go there like Big Daddy in silk shirts and
Yeah, oh
lie to
yeah,
them,
yeah,
and
with
then
the fucking chain around
oh
your
man,
neck and shit. Okay, all right.
I used to flaunt that American passport to all those girls looking for citizenship.
There you go. That
Ah,
was. So you used to put the passport right on the bar. What's poppin'?
I was a real piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie. There's areas I don't go to because I probably banged so many broads that I'm scared to see them. I'm scared of seeing
I'm
ex girls I
scared.
bang more than I am guys I used to fight with and shit, bro.
y'all crazy.
That's
I'm
funny.
telling you, yo, bro. I've had girls that I've banged before walk up to me while I'm on a date and were like, "He's a piece of shit," and he doesn't wear condoms.
You think you might got some roll babies out there?
Shit, you may have some babies out there, Dan.
Hey, listen, God bless. They're gonna be handsome. I know that much. Well, bastards. They're gonna if they have to hustle their father is, they're gonna be all right. All right,
That's funny. That's some funny shit. Look at
I'm,
McQuan talking about he had 103 temp. Fuck out of here, Rich. Ain't no
I'm telling
Laker
you, boys.
Nation, you weirdo. Just wake up. Laker Nation. You hear this shit, Church Avenue? That Lake. Yo, he goes, well, my team and my organization. What type of fucking
Yo,
fantasy
man, you know
are
what's
you
sad?
living in, man?
I can't even watch anymore from my laptop. But one of my stupid friends, he gives me a fucking website to watch sports for free, right?
Yeah.
I go on the thing, and it's one of those fucking things that something pops up. I must have accidentally pressed the thing. Now my fucking laptop's no good. Now this is jerk off this fucking website, and I didn't press the right thing. I think I downloaded the fucking virus on it. Now I'm stuck on my phone because I wanted to be a cheap fucking. I didn't want to order NBA League Pass. That's what I fucking get. Shit
That's
like
what you
that
got.
happens to me. That's my luck.
Yeah, I don't fuck with those free websites, man. I don't even watch sports. I got no time for
I'll
that
tell
shit,
you the
man.
truth. I'm just waiting for those fucking Asians. I don't mean to say fucking Asians, but yeah, I'm
You
waiting
could
for those
say
fucking
fucking
Asians in
Asians. It's
Atlantic
an
City.
adjective describing a
They
race
better
of
not.
people.
They better not follow me around those fucking slot machines now with all this virus shit. 'Cause I'll fucking pop off on one of them.
Say that
I'll tell you
again.
that much. I
Oh,
said these Asians better not follow me around the goddamn slot machines in Atlantic City from now
yeah,
on.
well, you know Chinese people love
You
to
know, there's a
fucking
lot of
gamble.
virus and shit.
There's
I ain't
two
trying to,
things that
especially I
Chinese
hear the
people love to do: gamble and smoke fucking Marlboro Lights. Jesus, they'll smoke them shits all day.
Not
I
Marlboro
like Marlboro
Lights.
Reds though. I like the
Marlboro.
Reds. I'm a cowboy.
Say that again.
Cowboy kill them cowboy
I
killers.
used to smoke
Yeah.
Marlboro Reds. When I
That's
first started
that's my
smoking, I was
nickname,
smoking
just so you
Marlboro
know.
Reds.
My nickname is Cowboy. Church Ave Dan or Cowboy.
Well,
That's
you
what they
smoke
call me
Marlboro
first.
Reds?
I love them. I don't know. I used to
Yeah.
smoke Newports. Then my favorite menthol. Have you ever tried Dunhill menthol?
Nah,
Oh, they were the
nah.
best menthol
I
cigarettes
used to
ever.
smoke Newports, and then one day I smoked Newport, and I see it's fucking disgusting. This shit, I can't do it no more. And I
I'm
switched
smoking
Yeah.
from
one right now.
Newports
Oh, thank
to
God. So wait, you stopped? You
I
stopped the
yeah,
cigarettes?
it's been almost 3 years, but I switched from
Ah, you're the fucking man. You're the
Newport
man, my
to
man. Thank God. Thank God.
I switched from Newports to Marlboro Lights, and Marlboro Lights were fucking delicious.
I do too. That's the one thing I feel guilty about is smelling like cigarettes whenever I go see my kids. That's the one
Well,
thing
you
because I
should feel
know.
guilty about that. You should feel
Yeah,
guilty
no, no,
about
no,
that.
no, yeah, no, no, I do, but you know, it's like it's like you can only wash your hands and you know what I mean. What am I gonna do? Take
Yeah,
a
no, no, I
shower
hear you.
20,
I hear
20
you. No, no,
times?
I hear you. I hear you.
That, but honestly, that's and vaping, like vaping bud is different to me than vaping a cigarette. I tried the cigarette shit. I can't do it. I'm
It's
sorry. I tried
disgusting.
that little thing.
The cigarette shit. But I'm not gonna lie. When I stopped smoking, the cigarette vape got me through like the first 2 weeks, and then I was done. That's it.
Bro,
Like
I feel
because
like
you
I
know what
can't.
it
I
was. You
feel
know
like I
what was
can't
the
even
hardest
inhale
thing.
it.
What was the hardest thing to do was not to have that after meal cigarette, because that after meal cigarette is like, for cigarette smokers, I don't know. I think the after meal cigarette is like, I don't know. It's just, it's part of the meal, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. So that
No,
was
of
the
course, of
hardest
course.
thing, not to be able to smoke a cigarette after I ate something. So
So you're saying that thing helped you? It helped
yeah,
you the
it
first
helped me
week,
for the
2 weeks?
first. Um um um. Uh, it helped me for like the first 2 weeks. Yeah, it got me through the first 2 weeks, and then I was just like, this is disgusting.
I could do the first day, second day, third day, but it's usually when the weekend comes
Melquan
and I
stupid.
go out around other smokers is when I start really wanting one. When
Yeah,
I see everyone else smoking a cigarette, that's when I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What am I gonna do? You know what the fuck?
Melquan ain't nothing better than a fucking ping ping and then a Marlboro Light, sweet Jesus.
Uh-huh.
It's like fucking peanut butter and jelly, brother. Now you're talking. Now you're talking reality. See, when you talk that Laker Nation weirdo shit, I can't fucking vibe with you. But when you say Ping Ping Squad, you know why you know that, you fucker? Because you was part of the Ping Ping Squad. I'm gonna put money on that, Melquan. That you used to drink, do a little ping ping, and then go smoke some Marlboro Lights.
Nah, man, I ain't never
Jack
smoked no
Fabian, what's
Marlboro
popping?
Lights.
I'm Melquan.
You know, I tell you the truth. When I was growing up, a lot of the black kids I knew, I never saw none of them ever do coke. You know what I'm saying? Blow anything like that.
Yeah, it was only the white boys.
No,
Yeah,
but now this
I'm,
generation now, you notice how they do a lot of white drugs like pills, blow. You ever realize that? Like
yeah.
especially hip hop.
When I was coming up, man, and I'm black. I done seen a lot of black motherfuckers sniff that shit and do that shit. Especially down in Memphis, it was just the culture of that shit. They sniff blow
What?
like motherfuckers smoke weed. You know what I'm saying?
No, no,
Just
no, 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 not dope. I'm talking about blow.
you talking about cocaine, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That's
never
what I'm
really.
talking about.
Oh, oh,
Motherfuckers,
oh.
motherfuckers been blowing that shit all my whole life. and it went from them blowing that shit to smoking dope. You know what I'm saying?
And where's that? Memphis?
Memphis, Chicago, St. Louis, all over this motherfucker.
Wow, really? See, that's crazy. See, out here in Brooklyn, I'm not even joking. Like, that's some shit where, like, if any of us knew, like, someone in the hood, like, especially a black kid was doing shit like blow, they would especially get like, yo, what are you, a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. That's so. See what I mean? In different areas,
Yeah, man.
that's
These
crazy.
motherfuckers,
That's crazy.
these motherfuckers been sniffing that shit. We used to
Really?
call them
Wow, that's
blowheads.
crazy, bro.
Blowheads, especially in Memphis. Like when 3 6 Mafia and them used to rap about that shit, they wasn't lying about that shit.
Yeah, they was doing the bing bing.
You see,
Hell yeah,
even here,
motherfuckers riding all over the
man,
city. You know what I'm saying? It's
here,
easy
like
for them
blood
to get
Crip.
cocaine down south.
Wow, yeah, that's true too. That's true too, right? Because it is probably less expensive too. Because the higher it goes up, state wise, the more expensive it's gonna cost.
Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers be
Wow,
on
that's
that
crazy.
shit. I never
Well,
fucked with that shit though.
that's
I was
crazy.
always too
Well,
scared to fuck
here's
with
what I like
cocaine.
to. I used to call it instant excitement in a bag. Two pings will have you fucking flying, and and who wouldn't like instant excitement? Like, hey man, yeah, hey, you want some instant excitement? Try this, bang bang,
I'd have been like,
and you're
man, if you
like,
don't get away from me with that
hey,
shit,
just
that's
like the
y'all.
just like the movies, your eyeballs get big. You're like, holy shit, Disco Richie has
They call it
entered the
disco over here.
building. You know what I'm saying?
Looking all
Immigrants over
geeked
here,
up
they
and
call it
shit.
disco.
See, you know what? Here's the thing, though. You can never catch me looking geeked up because that was the only thing. Because I did not want people to know I was doing it.
Had that typewriter jaw, you
You know
sitting
what I'm
over there
saying?
looking like
Yeah,
Bobby Brown and shit.
all that shit gets tossed with with a piece of listen to me with a piece of dentine green. I never bought the dentine red, the dentine green. I don't know if you guys remember the dentine shit.
I
But I used
remember
to
that
get
girl.
I used to get the green one. I thought the green was for pimps and shit. So I'm like, get the dentine green. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, because why it's crazy? Because here, like when Blood and Crip formed here on the East Coast, that was like one of the rules. Even Latin Kings, a lot of people don't know that. Most of the biggest gangs here in New York, you couldn't use shit like that.
Right.
No, you could be in violation.
Hell
Real
yeah, you
shit.
get super duper especially back then, bro. Like that's why a lot of guys got kicked out of whips and kicked out of things was because especially the guys that
He
were
said
like up
snow
top doing
people.
time. 'Cause, a lot of people pick up heroin habits and you know what I mean, stuff like that when they're doing time.
Typewriter crew. That's funny. Anyway, well, listen. Before this turns into another drug show, there is there's a couple other stories that I wanted to talk about. We'll talk about it on Wednesday, but of course, again, the world loses a great athlete and a legend and icon. And like I stand by my statement. I think the tragedy here is that there was 3 children that did not or were not able to reach their full potential. We have a pilot that took off even though the reports were of dense fog, so that's a mystery. And I think there'll be more news coming out once they
Yeah,
get the black
that's what I said
box,
too. Yep.
listen to the black box, and see whatever they want to release to the media. I'm pretty sure they're not going to release everything, you know. And it's a tragic way to go. Could it have been avoided? Of course. What if? If it's the biggest
Yep.
word in the universe. If you would have drove, if you would have chose, to do it
Yep.
another way,
If
you
the
could
game
have.
had been canceled, anything, But
Right.
one thing we do know is we all got that day, man. We just don't know when it's gonna come. So
That's it.
don't
So
don't wait for somebody to
yeah.
die
Let's
to
not
love on your people, man.
exactly. Let's not start
Love on your
walking.
people now.
Right. Let's not start walking in the streets as grown men crying with fucking jerseys and
Nah, Rich,
flags and banners.
you can't get mad at people for how
No,
they feel, man.
I'm not getting mad. I'm telling
Not
people,
mad, but
not at all.
like a lot
Of
of
course,
people
I
feel
can't
like how
stop
you
people.
feel in a
You know,
right. But you ain't the only one that feel the way you feel.
you know.
There's a lot of people out here saying, man, I could care less that somebody, a celebrity died because I got people in my life dying. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the only one that feel that
Right,
way,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
you still gotta have empathy for the
My
people
man,
that do, though. You know what I'm saying?
my man, Buddy just took his life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
But
We all got problems, but you know, did Kobe Bryant, pause to take a pause for my boy Buddy? Nope. Why? Because they don't know
death
each other.
shakes people in
You know what I'm
different
saying?
ways, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
You
but
sometimes
you
it
know.
know
takes
what?
for a
Yeah,
celebrity
I
for
think
people
what
to
I'm
feel
trying
some
to
shit.
say as grown adults, act accordingly. That's it. You know, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Act accordingly, man. You know, people are
that's
suffering right now. Need to time to get out of that that brainwashed way of thinking that some people are worth admiration while others are not, and some people are worth devotion while others are not. If you really, really care about what's going on, there are
You
people
should be
suffering
crying every
right
day,
now.
huh?
Not crying every day, but not pick and choose who you cry for. How about that? Maybe you know what I'm saying? I think it's a little hypocritical for everybody to be fucking losing their mind because somebody died in a helicopter crash. And again, there's 3 children that lost their lives, but
Right.
they get mentioned only for 1 second. I think that is the
yeah, that's
true
true. That's
tragedy.
definitely true.
That
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
true
yeah, definitely.
tragedy. The man lived, a short life, but he lived a great life. The life
Right.
that made other kids dream that they could be like him and actually turned out to be fucking basketball players. So I think that's a
Exactly.
great life. You've inspired a generation, which will inspire a generation. No
Yeah,
matter
his legacy
even
definitely live
there
on.
you go. Your legend lives on forever. So you truly, Kobe Bryant will truly never die. He's just physically not, no longer with us. You know what I'm saying? And again, uh, I guess really, I feel for his wife, the 3 other daughters that have to deal with this loss of their father and their sibling, and of course the other families, the other, the 9 people that lost their lives.
Right.
So it is a sad thing, but like I said, people are hurting every day. So let's try to focus on helping people around us that need help and can use that energy. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But again, good show. Salute to Melquan, Clark, Brooks, Mac J, of course, Clark,
Jean Paul.
John Paul, Church Avenue Dan, of course, the man with the plan. Brooks with the entertainment report with all the facts we needed, plus the pictures of the victims, as well as a nice picture of Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I think that's how we should end the show. It's a beautiful picture, and especially for those that are fathers, that have children. Every day with your children is a blessing, right? So
Hell
I
yeah,
guess
man. I was spending my
Facts,
you know.
weekend with my
facts,
grandkids.
bro.
That shit was dope this weekend, man.
Oh,
Shit
you
was
got
dope.
grandkids on top of that? That's nice,
Yeah,
man.
I got 2 of them, man. And this was actually a weekend. Usually it's everybody be so busy, but
Uh,
I
uh,
actually got
uh,
to
uh, uh,
spend
uh,
time with both
uh,
of them equally. That was a
right,
dope weekend for me.
that's right. There you go. Salute to all grandpas out there enjoying the grandchildren. Salute to Joe Ramos. He said, "I'm with you. My
God bless.
20-year-old parrot died last week. No one cared. Give my bird Petey a
Oh,
shout
20
out.
years?
I just did. There you go, buddy. See, your pets
20
are your
years?
kids. You know what I'm saying? 20
I didn't
years.
even know a parrot could live that long.
Hey, there you go.
Fly
You
high,
you
Petey.
just you just learned something.
Holy
Longshoreman,
smokes.
hi from Toronto, Canada. What's poppin'? All right. I think I just put out a mob story about what's going on in Canada as far as the Rizzuto clan and the Solosito clan taking over business, as I like to say. But yeah, everybody have a good morning. Salute. Waking up with Ruckus. Thank you for everybody that called in. Of course, Vic Vega, thank you for your donation. Cliff Bravo, thank you for your donation. And we will see each other. We will see you guys again Wednesday morning for another episode of Waking Up with Ruckus. All right. Salute to everybody. It's Han None. Have a good day. Go make some money. Be easy. Throw some smoke in the air. Do whatever it is that you do. Right.
Salute.
All right. Peace.